It's so hard to open my eyes. I'm blind to the light from the sky. I'm dealing with things I can't write. And all of you know it's been no easy road. But I keep working harder, going harder just to prove something. Burning out, I can't do shit for weeks. Guess I proved nothing. Everybody wants my work for free. I know you have the money, things are looking different. I'm not putting up with you, not anymore. And I know you think you still can take advantage. And you always took my humbleness for granted. But I know my worth, you can't take that away from me. And I know you think you still can take advantage. But it hasn't worked out like you fucking planned it. 'Cause I know my worth, you can't take that away from me. Now I'm fully disguised. My heart got bruised up, so I put it on ice. Been told that I wouldn't make it in this life, but now all of you see there's so much room for me. Get advantage, and you always took my humbleness for granted. But I know my worth, you can't take that away from me. And I know you think you still can take advantage.
How's it going, everybody? Welcome back to another stream. Hope boys are having a wonderful, beautiful day. Let me fix the webcam real quick. We'll be good to go. Boys, how are you doing? Welcome back, boys. Welcome back to another wonderful, beautiful live stream. Boys, we got ourselves more 5v5 1v1 duels on the day. Super excited. We got ourselves, actually, the devs hitting us up on Twitter saying that War Games are gonna have cross-faction next week with this reset. Dude, this is the first time I think the dev Twitter ever responded to me directly, and it was kind of crazy, actually. Yesterday, I just remember hitting up Halinka about it. I was just kind of like, we were doing our duels, and I was trying to figure out, like, why wasn't cross-faction working? Like, they enabled it for rated content. I was thinking maybe everything will be back up and good to go for, like, our duels, because how much easier would it be to put groups together? It would be so much nicer. You would just make groups, not 5 alliance groups or horde groups, because sometimes you'll have like 2 alliance groups, you'll have 2 horde groups, all that stuff. You know what I mean? Like it's just, you know, it would just be so much easier, dude. Also, what is this email? Okay, cool. Thank you so much. Trying to get a game to play together and struggling, dude. How you boys all doing? Oh, release the Kraken. Yo, can we get a hashtag release the Kraken, my man? Thank you so much, my guy. Appreciate ya. For the, I'm waiting for the alerts. Is the alerts gonna go off? Yo, can we get a hashtag release in chat? Showing appreciation for both of them, my man. Thank you so much, my dude. Appreciate you, my guy. Yo, there it is, dude. Look at that thing. Hey. How you doing? I like the unicorn in there, my guy. Yo, let's get some 5V5 1v1s up for the evening, boys. Really makes the game easier. Yeah, exactly. So basically, it's like I want to get a game on sale, and there's Steam and there's GOG, and I was like, yo, maybe I can gift grant a game through GOG because that game and Steam, I mean, it would work. So you can still connect to one another. And it turns out like there's hoops you gotta jump through with GOG for some reason. They used to be just like you buy a game, that's it, boom, you're good to go. Play Witcher like that, fantastic game. And this time I'm like, you know, I'm just trying to gift a game, and they're like, all right, you can't do that. And it's like, what? It literally wouldn't let you gift anybody a game, and then you. There's now like a 3-month waiting period to it. It's just like, it's probably doing it for security, but it's just super inconvenient. So we're trying to figure out a way to go about it, man. I was just trying to save a couple of bucks on a game because we're having a sale on one website over Steam. And that's all I get, dude, for trying to save a couple of bucks here and there. So Dal, would be nice to also add cross-faction to custom groups, make life so much easier. Well, Atha, well, I got the news for you. I guess, yeah, you're right, actually. Like LFG groups wouldn't be. That's true. That's true, man. That's true. That's actually so true. Anyway, we got the duels up and running for the evening for the Team NA boys. Let me get the music back up and running. Let me know if the audio's a little loud this time around. I was listening to some of my audio recording, like the music and the recording the voice, and I was like, you know what? I feel like it was maybe a little bit on the loud end, or maybe it was my mic. Someone's wrong with that too. Who knows, really? You know what I mean? Who knows, really? But yo, let's get some 5V5s up and running for the day. Let's see if we got any groups over on the NA today, boys. Let's see if we got any groups over on the NA for the evening. Trying to get some groups for Alliance and Horde next week. Cross faction next week. We won't have to worry about that. This week we're gonna be separating. Next week we actually are playing together. Let me stick that on the side. Beautiful, beautiful. Yo, release! Thank you so much, my man. Yo, can we get a hashtag release in chat or Kraken? I guess let's do Kraken. Yo, thank you so much, my man. Appreciate you. Boys, release the Kraken or Kraken. Thank you so much, my guy. Appreciate you, my dude. Thank you so much for them donos. Really, really appreciate ya. That's very generous of you, my guy. Very extremely generous of ya. Boys, let me know how the music is, by the way. If it's a little loud or if it's a little quiet while we get up and running for the night. And hopefully we got some groups, man. Yo, if you boys want to join any groups on Alliance or Horde, today is Saturday. Today is NA. If you guys want to join any of those groups, it should be up in LFG. Why am I don't remember being Torghast in this guy. Wait, there's actually people in Torghast. Wait, are they leveling or they're like actually like grinding out? Well, that guy's leveling. This guy must be leveling. People actually hang out in Torghast. Surprise, surprise, honestly. Yo, if you guys got groups over in LFG, or if you guys got groups that you're listening for. Wait. Why don't I have the rune cover unlocked in this character? You still need to do a quest line to unlock it, by the way? Is that a thing? Or am I missing something? Release the donos. I like that. I like that. That's funny. Yo. If you guys got groups in LFG, hit me up real quick. BNet. Your mount ignores the call within the maw. Seriously, how did I end up finding myself in Torghast on this thing? I swear to God, I had this guy parked in Oribos and I never move him. Ever. Am I on PTR or something? Am I on PTR? Did I hop on PTR or live? I can't even tell. That's the only reason why I would even have this character on down in Oribos is if I like hopped on PTR or something. But there's people out here. Unless PTR all of a sudden got everybody on the mother plane. I doubt it. Yeah, there's definitely not that many. Yeah, okay. Just by the amount of people I'm seeing on screen, I'm pretty sure I'm not on PTR. Yo, Jow tried to put a group together, boys. We got one over on the Horde with GJ Flex setting a group together. If y'all want to join him, hit him up in LFG. Cora, hey brother, what's up, my man? I hope you're having a good one, my guy. You gonna be joining us tonight? So check this out. What happened, my man? What happened, my dude? Yo, what's up, Polter? Hey, my guy. I hope you're having a good one, my man. Yo, dude, I kind of like this tune actually. What happened, Cora? You got something good? You got some gear? You get gear on the rogue, maybe? Alright, cool. So that should be out. And the video is still processing. I hate how long it's taking sometimes for some of them, man. Can't help it, honestly. Hey, now someone for getting into PvP wanted to do arenas in the end game. What's the new friendly spec to play other than Hunter? A new friendly spec to pick up other than Hunter. Something that's like, I guess what I would consider like a noob friendly is something that's pretty straightforward, something that doesn't have too many crazy interactions with the resources, something that has a pretty straightforward like CC. The CC is pretty important in PvP and decent survivability. I would have to say my choice would be besides Hunter, Fury Warrior, and maybe like would I recommend Outer Rogue? What's up, Victor? I'm a man. I don't know if I would recommend Outer Rogue because there's cooldown reduction and CC is very, very important there. I mean, it's easier to play nowadays than it used to be. It's easy and subtlety. What else would I recommend? Warlock? I'd say Warlock is a really good kit. I'd say Warlock is a pretty good kit. And let's see. I'd say Warlock, Warrior, and if I had to pick like one more. Oh man, would Paladin be a good class? I almost want to say Paladin or Druid. Either Paladin or Druid. I want to say Druid because Druids have a lot of defensiveness. They have self-healing, and the damage is pretty good. Demon Hunter straightforward. I guess Demon Hunter is, but they're kind of squishy unless you know how to play them. Like there's a little concerns of survivability with them sometimes. Red? I would say red because of like the simple playstyle and you got immunities, so it's like it's a way for you to just like stop the damage you're taking. And then you have wings, which just makes you do a lot of damage. Of course, there's a little bit of, I guess every class got a little bit of that like skill ceiling to it, right? Every class got a little bit about themselves. But yeah, I don't know. Personal recommendations would be something like doing some multiple bars to manage while shapeshifting. That's true. That's actually true, yeah. So I guess it would disqualify druids immediately. Yeah, I would probably go like Warlock, Warrior, maybe even Red or something. That's what I would go with. Not saying that those classes are like the easiest classes to play, but it's just like they are pretty simple to start off with. And they have like pretty nice defenses. Bro, Warrior is, man, I've had a lot of fun with it, bro. The token is amazing with Necro. A lot of reversing shields. You like it, my guy? Learn Prod? Yo, I've been playing a little bit of Prod on my Warrior. I mean, last key I did was a Fury, but Prod is actually really, really fun. Feels nice though. The parses are what's holding me back is Necro Prod. The parses are what's holding me back, Necro Prod. Really, the parses? Hey, look at your parts. I'm gonna focus on 15 so I'll get used to it. Yeah, it was Protection Warrior since you got no self healing and you got a really good toolkit. Like you have Wall, you have Last Stand, you have Demo Shout, you have Spell Reflect, right? You have a lot of like AoE in your toolkit, like base AoE that you don't necessarily like talent into. You have a lot of ways that you can build yourself with talent. So like technically a prop where you would imagine would have like a really, really good way of like a really cool way of like customizing the character. Yo, Andrews, how you doing, my guy? I don't even know what kind of currency that is, man. 299. Yo, can we get hashtag Andrews in chat? Showing appreciation for the wonderful donor, my man. Thank you so much, my guy. Appreciate you, my dude. Hope you're having a good one, my man. Hell yeah. Thanks so much, boys. Appreciate ya. The parses in general, Prop Warrior versus other tanks holding them. Yeah. The damage wise is not like nearly as high. It's when Prop Warriors are like 10 to 15k overall as a prot. It all depends on the place. But yeah, I think damage-wise on Prot Warrior, I guess there's a way to like play more damage-oriented ability if you really want to. Like Night Fae, I've seen can be really, really good. But like Necrolord just gives the group viability of mastery buff, right? So as an Necrolord, you're already like sacrificing your own value. And we got us this Kraken as well, boys. Can we get hashtag Kraken again? Yo, boys, thanks so much. I really do appreciate ya. Thanks so much, man, for the donos. Appreciate you, boys. Got 1800 rank Demon Hunter 250 animal with the warrior in an hour. So much burst and a few globals. Really? As a Demon Hunter with a warrior? That's pretty cool. Yeah, I guess if you're saying like that's a really cool good class, yeah, there'll be something for you to also check out if you really wanted to, boys. Yeah, at least you could also check out Demon Hunter, I guess. I always found him squishy, but maybe like there's like with Necrolord they're a lot less so. Prop Alley has been fun in PvP. It's some nice utility. Yeah, Prop Alley is really good at PvP. Apparently, like some people queue actually pushes Protection Paladin too, but it's kind of nuts. Actually, kind of crazy. Boys, yo, hit me up real quick with a whisper if you got a group over for them 5V5 1v1 Duels. I know DJ Flags had a group rolling in. I want to see if he's got one up and running right now. Actually, how many boys we got in there? Yo. GJ, still looking for more in Team Horde, boys. If y'all want to join in, DJ Fleck is looking for some more in the LFG. Do we have an alliance group, by the way? Do you have an alliance group by any chance, boys? By any measure? The Banner Avatar Demon Shadow is sick. It is really cool, though. I do like just the amount of cooldowns warriors have. I do enjoy that. It's just, I guess the problem is like those cooldowns, even with those cooldowns, there's something still missing about the spec. Like some sort of viability about it. Like, it's not a bad tank, but it's not a top tier tank really either. I think it has been able to push really high up, but all the tanks are good. Like, generally all tanks are good. Like, warriors are pushing up to 30s. They're not doing 31s or anything like that, right? Bear Druids are doing 29s apparently. Wow, Bear Druids falling off a little. Prop Pallies are doing 30s. Brewmasters are doing 31s. Demon Hunters are doing 30s. I thought they were doing 31s. Looks like it's Blood DK and Brewmaster that are doing 31s. Protection Warriors are up to 30, which is not a bad key, right? Not bad at all. But I do wonder, like, they're not bad, but like, are they good? You know, like a class doesn't have to be bad, but is a class really good at the same time? You know what I mean? They're squishy in RPGs, but in 2v2 situation, you kill it before they kill you. So it works out, you run the hunt. Really? Okay. Because I was gonna say just play like Necrolord, because that's like the go-to. But if you say the hunt might be better, just gonna nuke somebody before they nuke you, I would agree with that. Demon Hunters definitely do have quite a bit of damage behind them. And you have meta and you have defenses, and I guess like if you just go for the kill, rotate defenses, you might be able to live long enough. But yeah. Yep. They get them too. Yo, Jao got 2. Yo, boys, we need 3 more to join in on Team Horde. And at least we'll have the Team Horde ready to go. If you guys want to join them in on LFG, keep the player premium group, custom PvP, find the group, and you'll be good to go, boys. Also, let me pin Prince's message in the chat. I didn't get to do that earlier. But if y'all want to join in, more than welcome to. Do we have a second group forming on Alliance by any chance? Do we have Seabark or maybe like do we have Seabark or Nike or anybody there forming a group by any measure? I'm not seeing Chicago online. Anybody want to form a second group, boys? By the way. Heldrock maybe? Anybody? Yo, hit me up if you guys are forming one, because we'll need a second group for 5v5 Duels. Hey, what's up, 123? What do you think about new Feral Challenger? Yo, Feral doesn't really have a lot of new stuff from what I saw. Like, they have some good stuff, but they don't have a lot of new stuff. I think there's only new stuff is like energy regen stuff that they've added, so you can get a lot better energy off the bat. Besides that, I don't think Feral Druids really gotten much new tools. They've really got a lot of stuff that they had in Shadowlands for the most part, didn't they? Your ability, but good for players stun you before finishes charging. I don't think. Well, can you actually stun a Demon Hunter while they're charging? I think it can, right? But it's like it happens so quickly. Like they need to be really fast with their globals to do it. Socket Jones is bad. What's up, Socket? How you doing, man? Hope you have a good one, my guy. How you doing, my dude? Hope you're having a good one. Mistake back of the broad back glass sets for Prot Warrior. Dude, I think honestly they'll probably fix Prot. They'll basically be just a DPS inside of keys. They would go for like DPS with certain cooldowns, right? They will walk in, do as much damage while popping cooldowns, and then run out. They'll probably go for like a bit of damage and then kite. That's what they would do. That probably would help them a little bit, because I remember glass sets would give them a lot more damage on a slight defense sacrifice set, but like sometimes the keys like more damage is all you need. Look at Demon Hunter, right? Because Prot Warriors have quite a bit of like tank mobility. They got innervate to be able to like, if let's say have somebody out in the open, right? Like Amelia's over here. If I innovate, like I could just kind of use my innovate to kind of rush back over to them. But they got heroic leap, they got innovate, they got charge, they could use that for mobility. So they just go and establish enough threat, they can just kite it out. Not as good as the Demon Hunter, but like pretty decent too. Better animation than charge. True. There is an animation. I don't think I've been able to though. Like as the Demon Hunter's coming at you as an outlaw, we're gonna be like ready. I'm ready to gouge them. But I don't think I've ever been able to gouge them while they're charging. I feel like every time they end up hitting me, and then the gouge goes through, right? Maybe like as a warrior, you could go for like, oh, like Red Pally, you can maybe like go for a Hodge while they're like making their way to you. Because Hodge I think happens instantly. I was thinking like Stoneball, but Stoneball has a bit of travel time. So it'd be like traveling after the Demon Hunter after they're hunting you. So it would take like a second for it to like make it over. Are we doing some duels tonight? Yes, we are, my guy. Trying to put some groups together. We got Zhao trying to put a group on the Horde. You guys are more than welcome to join in. Zhao trying to make a group over on the Horde side. You guys are more looking to join in. And we got maybe an alliance group somewhere. If Chicago is on, maybe we can make an alliance group for US 5V5 1v1 DUELS. Next week, boys, we get a cross faction. That's gonna be really good. Force the chicken to use the hunt. I guess I could do it too, yeah? I guess as a Demon Hunter, you would force the chicken first and then you would use the hunt. Just kind of like as an execute, kind of like to finish him off at the end. But yeah, I need to mess around with it some more. So, next time I see a Demon Hunter and I see him using Hunt, I think I'll try to see if I can like, or maybe like I'll hop on PTR if I can get somebody to hop on with me. Maybe I can test it out on PTR too. Just for fun, whenever I get some free time. But yeah, there's multiple ways of going about it. I guess Hunt is really good. You can stun the Hunt if you are stunned and use the Hunt correctly. It doesn't take a bit of a setup. Yeah, I guess you would just go make sure you stun them, then you hunt them down. And then you would follow up with damage afterwards. So I guess there's more than one way. Yeah, I guess as long as you're not like, you know, obvious about that hunt, then you should be good to go. Love it for chasing flat carriers 50 yards range. Dude, it is really cool. I am glad that they were able to make that ability like super good. I remember the early version of a hunt in for Night Fae, where it was like, it was supposed to be like a whole thing where you hunt them, it does a bit of damage, but then you can keep teleporting behind them over and over for like a good 30 seconds or something like that. So basically it wouldn't let the enemy get away from you, but it did like no damage and it looked like it was going to be a bad ability. I thought it was just like, you know what, let's just like really amp up that initial tackle and put a dot on it and like have your dot go through everybody else. And they were like, wait, we made it way too strong. Let's take away some of that initial damage. Or I think it was work the conduit where it took away the initial damage but made the dot stronger so that you didn't have like those vengeance demon hunters in RPGs just like body somebody, dude. Remember the early Castle Nathra demon hunters that would go full master reverser build? Literally would be able just to charge somebody down and tackle them, boys. Garrett will say to my guy, I'll be able to get on my man. Yeah, boys, if y'all want to join in. 5V5 1v1 group. Do we have a group? Wait a second. Zhao was trying to put a group. Did it give up? Did you just like give up on the group? He had a group listed. I don't know if he got one up and running or whatnot. Maybe he had one listed. It was like, you know what? F it. I'm going to go to something else. Have I-beam and you can hunt them down to I-beam. Yeah, that's true. I-beam does put like a debuff on them too, doesn't it? Let's see if I can summon up the champs. See if I can enlist these boys. Support and help. Calling all NA boys. Probably won't be able to join them. Silence, I can't open customs or join. Really? What the? Wait, Chicago, what'd you do? Oh no. Well, Zhao still has a group. Chicago, what'd you do? I won't be able to join. I'm silenced and I can't join. Open customs. Okay, well, whoever's putting a group together, Chicago can't do it. Not a damn thing. Okay. But Chicago can't make groups tonight, boys. If somebody wants to take over for Chicago, but invite Chicago into their groups, so Chicago can still play, they just can't start these groups over for the Team Alliance. So if somebody wants to take over starting groups for Alliance, Chicago will be able to join ya. Guaranteed, they just won't be able to join the custom groups. But they should be able to join either way, like if you invite them directly. Oh, the Chicago got access to the name. I guess I could always whisper the group lead, right? You'd be like, yo, boss, add me an invite. What'd you do though? Sounds that I can open customs or join. So you won't even let you open custom PvP? Really? So boys, we get 2 more for Team Alliance if y'all want to join in, boys! Yo, is Chill Pills online? Yo, if Chill Pills pops on, dude, I think I would be able to get a group together immediately, although I'm not seeing Night King. Let's see if we can whisper him directly. Bro, talk to anyone. Don't think I can do report meetings for my Earth LE macro? What'd you do with the Earth LE macro? Wait, what does your Earth macro say? Hold on. I mean, I guess it could be like, maybe like they could report you for spam. But let's say you're PvPing. I won like 100% of my duels early in Shadowlands. Got banned one time because of Warrior's name and fuck. Really? Do you think Assassination is viable for people with what talents? Yeah, Assassin is really good in PvP. Assassin is really good in PvP, Sveltor. I don't even know what covenants they run nowadays. I think Nightfade was really good for them for a while. I think right now Necrolord is another good option, so they can go for big Envenoms. Let me go peep. Let me go see if any Assassin rogues are running. Or what Assassin rogues are running at the moment for like their builds. But they can do a lot of damage. They definitely can easily do a lot of damage. Yo boys, if you're a horde and you're join UJ for 5V5 1v1 groups, you guys are more than welcome to. By the way, just check out LFG. Play vs player, custom PvP, find the group top number 5 at the top of the search, hit enter, and there's a group right there, boys, if y'all want to join in. Sepsis, yeah, Sepsis is really good. Yeah, I'm looking at it. Some Venthyr, some are Venthyr. Some are Necrolord, and it looks like it's between Necrolord and Fae for the most part. There's quite a lot that are Necrolord that are playing the Doomblade Legendary, which just gives you more consistent Envenom damage. Then you got Sepsis that are playing Dustwalker's Patch, or if you're playing the very cheesy build, Marco the Master Assassin is also really good. Some people are playing that one. There's one that's Venthyr, but I think it's a PvE build that he's got going on, so that won't really work out in PvP. Yeah, it looks like there's some that are Venthyr, but they got a Crimson Tempest build. I doubt they're playing that in PvP, but maybe. No, it looks like it's like the PvE build, so that won't really work out. Wait, wrong thing. There we go. Do you smell what the rock is cooking? Mine doesn't smell. Mine is the yellow part. Yeah, do you smell what the rock is cooking? I like that though. I like that. If somebody actually ban you for that, maybe this other last part of like cooking, and they're like, oh no, that can't be none of my video game. I think it's good. I think it's good. Yeah, but then, like, wouldn't the enemy team just not be able to see that you're the one spamming it? Maybe like it did in the BG or something, people were like, what the? I don't like that. So honestly, who knows? Who knows? But if somebody wants to make a alliance group, boys, for 5V5 1v1 DUELS, we might get a second one, man. Might be here for a while. But if somebody wants to help out make an alliance group or a second horde group, we got almost 5 people ready to go with DJ. Just need a +1 really good to vote, boys. Shaman should be able to tank. I don't think Shaman's, I mean, the kind of, so from what I know about Shaman tanking is it could be somewhat doable back in classic WoW, because the ability of Frost Shock causes it to take aggro. Not taunt, but it just generates a lot of aggro in PvE. So you could pick up a shield, you could pick up as much defensive armor as you could, and you could hold aggro. And that's really about all you could do, and you could be tanky enough to kind of like survive and be a pseudo tank. It was working for like dungeons, but I don't think anybody actually ever raided as a Shaman tank. I could be wrong, but that's as far as I know about it. So it kind of sort of could tank. That's some tanky-ish abilities, but I don't think I've ever been a viable tank before. Maybe you could take it, again, like dungeons, but pretty quickly I think those transition away from like shaman tanks being a viable playstyle. Maybe in the future. You know what I mean? I guess like you only have with Rock Boy that can kind of tank for you for a little bit of time. That's very, very useful in Mythic Plus dungeons. Yo, what's up, Aaron? I do my guy, yo, bud. Bellator coming, let's go. We got Bellator group. We got one more spot for you with DJ Flex. We do need a second group though to verse ya. The Hordy Boys versus either an alliance team or whatnot. I did a little for RMP, maybe though. Yeah, I would have no idea. Then Chicago. I would have no clue, my guy. But we are gonna need a second group, 5V5 1V1 DUELS, boys. If somebody wants to start one up and running, either an alliance or horde, let me know. List your group name over in the chat to let the boys know that you're starting one. Once we have at least 2 groups ready to go, dude, we're just gonna spam queue against one another. I think next week is gonna be a lot easier making groups, especially if Chicago is no longer silenced in LG. I don't know how you did that. Chicago, we also gotta play some games together. We gotta do some arenas done together. I was practicing the Shadow Dust, or what is it? Shadow Dust Legendary for PvP on Outlaw. Because I'm usually like a pistol shot kind of guy, right? I'm going for them big old pistols, but Shadow Dust is really, really good. It is ridiculously good. Jesus Christ, like the damage you still do as an Outlaw in generally is nuts. You get more Kyrian value a lot more often. It is really strong altogether, all things considered. Very, very, very powerful. I was surprised just how good it is. The only thing you gotta do is just make sure you don't throw away a trinket and pre-feint everything, and you're good. You're literally not gonna die ever. So I think that could be pretty easy to push up to 2400 for both me and you. Just get the condies. Actually, I guess I don't necessarily need the condies anymore since I got my 3K on Mythic Pluses together with SP and together with Briar. I gotta get some keys done with them too. We got a full group over in the Horde, boys. We need a second group on Team Alliance. There's somebody, dude, I need to maybe start going through whispers and seeing if anybody wants to make a group together. Is my boy Seabark online? Is Seabark not on? Oh no, bro, what the? Shula? Is Shula Alliance or Horde or what? I don't remember anymore. I don't remember. But we got no Seabark tonight or Night King? Are you kidding me? Oh, dude, all my favorite boys are not even here tonight, man. But who can we get to? Who can we recruit to make an alliance group? Because I know Chicago would normally be able to. Even playing with the Sin Rogue is seemingly the only thing that beats the Outlaw Rogues. Outlaw goes Bird. Dude, me and you should just play. Me on Outlaw, you on Rested Shammy that got buffed recently. I think I can push up easily. Because I'm at that 2300 and you're at 2300. We can just push up together. And then if you want to play the Sin Rogue afterwards, like you can just help them out after. But yeah, it's really, really good. Lux? Starting one? Let's go! Thanks so much, Lux. I appreciate ya. Alliance or Horde, by the way? Is it a second group on Alliance or a second group on the Horde? Because I know that Bellator and Jawa got a group up and running. Thank you so much for forming it together. I really do appreciate it. Dude, even on EU. Ali? Yo, what's your group name? Yo, boys, we got an alliance group ready to go with Chicago. Yo, Lux, can you somehow invite Chicago into your group? Is that a possibility? Is that an opportunity? What character are you on? Maybe Chicago can whisper to you directly. Let me see. Because Chicago can't join Squippy. Yo, let's go, bud. You gotta, we got a second group, boys, on Alliance. Not cross faction this time. Oh, look, it was my idea. It was my idea to get Lux start. Hey, I appreciate it. I am gonna get 3 others because I can list because it's silenced. Okay, cool, cool, cool. We can get 3 others? Awesome. When we get 3 others because I can't list it up since he's silenced. Okay, 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 okay. So you're basically trying to get like a 4-man and then you invite Chicago. Sounds good, sounds good. That's weird. So like you can't list even if Chicago is part of the group? Dude, that is so weird. Okay, Chicago, I don't know what you did. You might just have to remove that. It's gonna spell what the rock. I would change up what the rock is cooking instead of the U's, add the O's, man, or something. I don't know, dude. I have no idea. Because I know you started these groups on a regular. DJ or Bellator, whisper me just so I can have you guys here on on screen. There you go, my guy. I appreciate ya. Just waiting for the second group. Sound good, my man. Yo, boys, if you want to join Team Lux over on the Alliance, play versus play premier group custom PvP. Find the group at top number 5 in the search. Hit enter, and you guys should be able to find Alliance group. I think I'm gonna stop using it because they get reported for spam. Yeah, at that point, like, dude, some people report you for anything. I was playing on EU, and I made a character. It was a warrior. It it was Wolf Slayer donated on stream. It was like, yo, here's like 60 bones to boost a warrior. I want you to get that warrior gameplay. I want to see you have some fun with that Arms and Fury. And I was like, all right, what do you want it called? It was like, well, let's call it after me, Wolf Slayer. So I decided Wolf Slayer XD. Because I was adding like XD to like my rogue. I was like, you know what? I'll just add XD in there. I'll be chilling with that. But you just group sounds good, my guy. Yo, so we got Alliance group, boys. If y'all want to join in LFG, check out LFG for 5V5 1v1 group with Lux starting one for Alliance. Lux, if you got any friends online in reality, if you want to be like, yo, you guys want to pop in, join up, all the regular boys help out tremendously. But anyway, I had the character named Wolf Slayer XD or something like that, right? This is a warrior name. It didn't mean much. I was just having fun with it. And apparently somebody, so I was playing on Argent Dawn. That's why I play on EU. I don't know why I started it. I think it's because of better MS at that time. At this point, honestly, like, it's not even worth it because it doesn't really make that much of a difference anymore. Although servers, I'm sort of like picking about server with the best MS and still playing from an A, and I want to make actual playable character. But Argent Dawn is an RP server for EU. It's kind of like their Moon Guard, and some people reported my name, Wolf Slayer. I guess they didn't like it, so then at the time I changed it to Elon Husk. They literally reported my name. I didn't talk. I didn't bother anybody. I just logged on to get my raids done. Maybe I did some Mythic Plus dungeons with that guy like low end. I just was really friendly. I didn't say anything to anybody ever, and my name got reported. Right? I didn't join any of their RP festivities ever. I would just hang out on Legion Dalaran because we were playing Legion at the time. So I would hang out there, doing my keys, doing my raids with the boys, PvPing at worst, right? Joining the duels. That's all I did, and that name got reported, and I didn't do nothing. I didn't talk to nobody, dude. So I changed it to Elon Husk, just because I wasn't about to be like, you know what? There's nothing wrong with my name. Apparently there's something wrong with them. It just like made no sense, right? If it was like obviously something bad with my name, I maybe would understand it. Some players report just because it's not an RP name. Yeah, that's what I'm saying. Like, it's just, I don't know. But it's like, it's not an RP name, but like, I didn't join any of their RP events. I would just hang out in like the capital hub city and do endgame content stuff. That's all I did. And it's just like, I don't know. Maybe I guess somebody's like walking out through Legion Dalaran where everybody's trying to get their like, consumables from the auction house, and they're popping on over, scanning names. They're like, yo, has anybody got that non-RP name? Yo, who is ruining my immersion today? And it's like, dude, I'm just out here just trying to get some dungeons done. I don't try to play with good enough MS. That's literally why I'm on the server. I just want good MS. Is a ranger called like the wolf thread of course? Maybe, dude. Maybe. It was like, you know what? I'm gonna go above and beyond. And Blizzard was like, all right, we appreciate your service. So you got my name yeeted off the server. That was ridiculous, man. I didn't like it. I didn't like it one bit. Alrighty, while we have a second group forming up, boys, if y'all want to join in, check LFG for Alliance groups. I'm gonna get this video up and running because it actually got processed on time, more or less. Sorta. Dude, I'm actually so excited. I've never had the dev Twitter hit me back up for anything ever. And the fact that they hit me back up for like, what is that? The fact that they hit me back up for like over this war game stuff, it's kind of crazy, dude. I don't know, it just made me, it was kind of surreal feeling for a second there. I was like, wait, seriously? But it's cool. So apparently we'll be getting what's it? We'll be getting cross faction next week for our 5v5 duels. Sounds pretty exciting. That's crazy though, man. Crazy. Yo, Lux, how we doing, my guy? How many groups do we got? How many people do we got in the group, my man? Because we know we got a +1 with Chicago. But how many we got right now, my guy? If you guys want to join the Alliance, by the way, we need a second group for Alliance. People in my group TY. What's my people for my group TY? Yeah, we just need more Alliance boys to join in. It'll be good to go for them 5v5 1v1s. If you guys want to join the 5v5 1v1 group on Alley, play versus player premium group, custom MVP, find the group top number 5 in the search and hit enter. Are this what to sell? Safa? Yo, get out of it. Wait, report group? Communication? Advertisement. Did they get yeeted? Maybe they do? And they're gone. Just like that. It's this is 5V5 1V1 gaming. Sounds good. Yo, if you got somebody on your friends list, Lux, you're more than welcome to hit them up. Or we can get, because normally we get C-Mark, normally we get Night King joining in, but neither of these boys are up. Makes you a little sad, because I would love to see them Arcane Mage blasting, dude. I think C-Mark is like the only one out there. The last one that's left playing Arcane. They get yeeted now? I guess so. At least they get yeeted on my screen. I don't know if they get yeeted for everybody else, but it looks like they get yeeted for me. So I have no idea. I don't see them though. Like, it seems like once you report him, you don't see, because normally you report him and you see him back up over and over and over. But it looks like maybe they found a way to like at least remove him from my screen so I don't see him again ever. Maybe that person advertising ever, right? Just ignores it. I don't know actually. I mean, maybe just eats him. Maybe just like, maybe it actually legit just eats him. Who knows? But yeah, to ignore him would make sense though. But what if it actually literally just eats him? What if it takes like some kind of like a track record of like, hey, every time this person reports them, and it's like every time you report somebody, you get like 100% accuracy rate of like, yes, that is a spam. Yes, that is advertisement. Yes, that is this or that. And it's like at some point it's like, okay, well, that person reports it, just eat it immediately, then we'll look at it later. Just clean it up immediately. I wonder, because what if, you know? Alright, how we doing, Lux? How many boys we got in there? How many more boys do we need, I guess is a better question. Because I'm enjoying the tunes, man. But yeah, you can kind of just like go through, like let's say you're going through like arenas in particular, like there's a lot of dudes that list. But like once you report the people that are, or at least you, what is it? Do the report, communication, add. They really do disappear after a while. Why are they mages? Let's get it up a little bit. Let's see. I've noticed there's a lot more legit groups, dude. Ever since they added the Alliance and Horde, there's a lot more groups listing all the time now. It's been really, really nice. It's been really, really cool. I haven't been able to play some PvP as cross-faction yet, though. So I've been a little bit sad about that. Yo, Kraken, my man. Oh my god, we haven't even started playing, my guy. Can we get out some Kraken in the chat, boys? Showing our appreciation for what you've done on my man. Thank you so much, my guy. I really, really, really do appreciate you. Thank you so much. That's really generous of me. I'm so sad we haven't got to try it and we haven't got a game yet. Yo, Billy, how many boys you got in the group for now, my man? How many more we need? How many boys you got so far? How many more we need? Because we need only like, what, 3 boys to join in and then Chicago pops in and we're good to go. That's all we really need. How many right now, my man? How we doing? Chillpills never got back to me. I'm a little sad about that, but that's okay. One more? Yo, Trickster! Yo! Wait! Hey! Join Tricksters! Need one more. Wait, Tricksters 4 out of 5? At Chicago, and you guys are good to go if you, unless you counted Chicago already. I think these guys just hit a +1. Yo, let's go, boys. Just get a one more on Team Alliance. It would be good to go. See if I think there is an Alliance. Pop in. I was looking for you the whole time. I was a little sad we weren't getting any of that arcane goodness. As soon as we get you with Lux and Tricksters, they got a group. And then Chicago will be in. Chicago has to join last, though, because they're silenced. Don't ask. Don't ask. Looking for allies in our group? There should be one with Lux. There should be one with Lux. Or Squippy, or Trickster, if you have them added. We got another one with EJ. Chicago has 1 spot left. Wait, so Chicago is the 1 spot for Team Alliance? Wait, does that mean you guys got a 5-man? Wait, okay, hold on. Where's the worst team? We got an Alliance Horde group. You might be able to join that unless they are still 5-men ready to go. Much love from Uruguay, Dalaran. Hope you're having a great day. What's up, Juan? How you doing, man? Hope you're having a wonderful day, my boy. Thanks so much for popping in, man. Appreciate you. Trickster, 5, ready to go. Is it Lux or Trickster that's lead? By the way, yo, DJ, are you ready, my guy? Are we ready to go? Who's lead, by the way? Is it Lux or is it Trickster? Real quick. Because we're ready. Ah, wait, wrong song. No, dude, this song. I don't know what's going on with that song in particular. But whoever is the label behind that song, ready as always, Captain. Gotcha, my guy. Lux, Trickster, which one of you guys is the lead? Billy, which one of you guys is the lead? What's up, Tyler? How you doing, man? Amazing stash as always. Thanks so much, my guy. Now I feel like every time somebody comments on the stash, I gotta make sure that it's all good. Trickster, I gotcha. Awesome. Trickster. Yo, I wonder if the new arena is working tonight. You wanna try the new arena, boys? The Crucible? That'd be fun. But yeah, that song for some reason, like last time I streamed it and I played the whole song, they decided to like hit me with a copyright, not copyright claim, not a copyright thing, but it's like a content ID. It's kind of like, oh, you're using our song. Gimme. We joined. Are we good? Do we need to do a list? Or you guys don't need to requeue? Does cross faction work? No, right now cross faction doesn't. Nope. Apparently, nope. That's next week. Do you guys have alliance or horde groups in there? That might be what happened. 4 out of 5. Okay, Seavark, they got an opening. Seavark, if you need to get in, just join up. You might be able to like whisper Chicago in. You might be able to Chicago. I lied. It's all good. Don't worry about it. Yeah, Seavark, we got a group. Seavark is in. Are we good? He's already in. So they need a +1. Seavark, Chicago, Lux, Trickster. Do you guys know +1 alliance boy that wants to join in for some 5V5 1v1? Somebody that's regular. What about? Do we have Nick? Do we have Nick Monk or Sensei? It goes on reality as Nick, but normally Sensei or something. He's usually in for these duels. Brewmaster in Arena. I worked for the stats always. I appreciate you, Brewmaster. I don't know Brewmaster's doing that amazing for Arena. It's definitely like an off-meta tank for PvP. I think the only tank PvP that's decent is maybe like Paladin, but I can look it up. I can peep it. See if there's any Brewmasters doing well. Okay, I mean, there's a guy named Bruisin. He's cruising to 2100, so like he's doing okay as a Brewmaster Necrolord. As a crit versus build. Jesus Christ, 41 crit. He got the last Craig build. Tier set. Talents wise, he's got Eye of the Tiger, Lust, Spitfire, and Explosive Keg with Blackout combo, Avert Harm, Double Barrel, Incendiary Breath. I mean, there is a build, I guess. But it's Scalding Brew, so X-Smash does more damage. People affected by breath, fire. So I guess there is a build about it, and probably crits a lot. That's about all I can really say. Are we in? Yo, Trickster. Lux, I don't know if you guys need to relist or whatnot. We might be able to relist, but we'll need, I think, a +1, right, on Team Alliance? Let me know, boys. Let me know. Do I need to requeue? Trickster, do I need to requeue, or what's going on? Are you guys redoing the groups? Are you guys regrouping? A rated Mythic or Brewmaster cures of decent for PvP. It's not amazing for PvP. I think Kraken, you might have an easier time playing Windwalker. Or like, yeah, probably Windwalker. I was about to suggest Mistweaver, but Mistweaver in PvP is not common. Not common at all. Although they can do okay. Alright, Mythic raid for Brewmaster. Yeah, so Brewmaster is really good for Mythic pluses and raiding. But for PvP, maybe they could have some cheesy build, but not that I've seen so far. They may have some kind of a cheesy build at some point in the future, but from what I've seen, yeah, maybe like some sort of utilitarian playstyle, but like tanks in PvP are generally uncommon. I think only like bear druids for flag sitting in RBGs, or maybe like prop warrior, prop paladin can maybe do that okay too. Like prop warrior or prop paladin can do healing, and they got some utility like silences, which can be kind of good. Yo, Trickster, let me know what you guys are doing on that team. Are you guys looking for more? How many you guys boys got? How many boys you need? Let me know how all that goes, boys. But yeah, cross faction is going to be available next week. It looks like this week it's not available, but the devs did confirm next week, so we should be able to have some cross faction groups. this next Friday and Saturday. Probably Leaper, let's go. 5 out of 5. Let's go, boys. Let's get you all in here. Let's get some games in. I want to try to see if we can do the new arena. But if we find out, get some 5-5s, boys. Let's go. I'm excited. Yo, first Duels of NA. You guys have fun. Have a fantastic evening. Hope everybody has a wonderful dueling sesh. Have some fun. Give it the best shot. Let's just enjoy some games together, boys, yeah? We got these groups, and I think we'll just spam queue them for as much as we can. As long as you got groups, boys, we'll keep playing. So Twitch. We got us a team 1 together. We'll see if we're coming back and say, oh, arcade Corsair. Boy, I like it. I guess you're doing it for the haymaker, right? Just to get the stun on the knockback. That's probably something pretty good in there, too. We got Errorless as a subtlety rogue with a katana. I like this farmer's simple mog. We got Squippy as a feral druid. I'm loving them eyes. We got ourselves Tommy. We got ourselves Chicago coming back in as enhancement shamansman versus Bellator over on team 1 looking like the Golden Guardian. We got ourselves DB Zeus. Wait, CB Zeus or DB Zeus? I like it. We got DJ Flex and Survival. Looks like he's going to be first up. Indigenous as another enhancement, and Zark over in the Fury Warrior, and DJ starting off with Cam immediately versus Squip. It's gonna be a bit of a feral versus hunter, the classic matchup of who is gonna be the hunter, who's gonna be the hunted. With DJ Flags chilling the camo on one far side, Squippy and Stealth over on the opposite side completely, kind of waiting out for DJ to pop his head. Both of them are kind of huddling low, waiting out until the other one shows their head. What's up, Zing? Say to my guy. Hope you're having a good one. DJ popping on the open. Gonna be the Squippy. Going for the opener. Does not touch the traps just yet. No freezing trap in the ground at all. So DJ's taking a bit of damage. Got himself the feign death throw to remove all the blaze, but a moonfire connects immediately. Gonna be a quick acceleration out of the hunter pretty early on. Trying to stay ahead of the damage versus Squippy is looking to push him. Potentially got some damage. Maybe gonna go for a stun himself. These are definitely start forcing CDs out of Squippy as early as possible. And we got ourselves Kraken. We get another donor. Yo, Kraken, thank you so much, my guy. I really appreciate you. We're gonna ask the Kraken to chat, boys, for the wonderful donos. This man's been donoing since the beginning of the stream. We got Squippy going from behind the pillar. Bear form. Barskin is up. Does he play the tanky Lego? I like the EU boys. Or does he play the aggressive Lego? Looks like he's going to go for big damage to the DJ. It's going to get him a restun with a shot him out. It's going to be DJ trying to see if he can dive into self for a second. Removing all this bleeds. Trying to see if he can turn the damage around onto Squippy, who is holding onto this wall. Does get severely, really low on health. No dampening just yet. Trying to keep himself afloat without thorns. But could go for a wall in case he needs to. Looks like he made plenty of recovery. Gonna be a manic advantage for DJ Flex. Trying to get himself big back-to-back kill shots if possible. Does get the kill shot around the corner onto Squippy as he dives into that charge trap. It's gonna be throwing out grenades, keeping the dots rolling. Another kill shot to follow. Squippy just loaded up with dots. Might just have to pop a wall here. Could potentially be a lot of damage for him. Trying to see if he's going to go for a bit of a reset there. Looks like it's gonna be quick war versus DJ. Trying to go for a cyclone. Is it gonna be trinket? No trinket. It looks like Squippy does end up getting out of there pretty easily with that flash cut to fall. Looking for that recovery. Does get himself survivability. It's going to be a moonfight to disrupt DJ Flex's ability to get himself caught up with healing. DJ pushing in. Potentially could go for a stun versus Squippy. Let's log out because GM messaged me. Got to arena kick W? Wait, because the GM messaged me as soon as we got into arena? Really? Okay. Well, Seawork had to go, but hopefully we'll see Seawork next game. GM messaged you? What'd you do? What's going on? What happened? Freeze the trap on the Squippy as the main comes down by the feral druid. Scare Beast is going to power shift it, but that's going to be a steel trap onto Squippy with a cyclone to follow. A Squippy at least got a lot of control of the DJ. So far, we haven't hit the high dampening just yet. Okay, sounds good, Seabark. Yeah, I feel ya. Sounds good. DJ continuing the chase. Squippy just trying to stay at bay as best as possible. Trying to get some damage onto the pet, some damage onto the hunter. Trying to keep the overall pressure. It looks like he's actually focusing quite a lot of moonfires onto the pet. If he can take down the pet, then it's going to make DJ quite exposed. Not only is he going to be missing out that stun, but also that passive healing from the mastery, as well as the hunter, as well as the roar sacrifice on all the scripts Squippy can put out. All that damage with those crits is going to be offset to the pet. Finally, DJ Flex getting a nice corner around onto Squippy. Hits him with a stun. Going to be that wall for Squippy. Trying to see if he might be able to take this up wall. Barskin basically, his feral is immune. Trying to go for a maim on the DJ, but being an orc doesn't stay that long at all. Blade shot is up on the Squippy. Doesn't go for a bash. That gets super heavily to yard. That's going to be DJ. I think just needs a couple of globals taken down Scoopy. Got some bleeds on the DJ. Next kill shot could be really, really deadly. Freezing Trap is going to stop Scoopy in place. Does get hit over the fear. That's going to give DJ opportunity to get a dot and a kill command in inside of the fear. Using it just to control Scoopy a bit. Full Berserk is out for the Feral Druid. Trying to see if he can reverse the damage back onto DJ. Scoopy got himself a Frenzied Regen is going to be reduced. I imagine with the pet Mortal Strike. Trying to catch a Fleshcraft, but I think it might be over for the Feral Druid. Trying to outrun the Hunter, but looks like he's going to get hunted down. Kill shots back to back. The bleed damage coming through. The grenades, the dots, everything. Chicago trying to see if they can maybe catch GG Flex in a static trap, but is unable to, or in static totem. But it's really just a chain link fence, honestly. Just one that he can throw out in the middle. Which actually, I kind of love that control that shamans have gotten with that totem. I think it's really neat. DJ try to see if it can avoid Chicago completely. That's going to be a big alley blast it upside the head. The elemental is eating all those traps. It's going to be DJ trying to see if he can reposition with the door of shadows. He definitely needs to get a freezing trap on Chicago. There goes the stun. Potentially can make it go. Looks like he's just going to go for a bit of the flame shot, trying to get a bit of distance from Chicago. Alley blast is going to connect either way though. DJ taking a bit of that damage. Banding advantage on DJ. Wise on the ground. Chicago making sure to flame shock the pet immediately, denying any kind of camo opportunity for DJ. There goes the freezing trap. The earth elemental does not walk over it. It's a little bit difficult to try to land a freezing trap while the earth alley is just crowding you like that. Door of shadows for DJ does not get interrupted. Got himself a bit of mobility. Chicago hit him with a frost shock immediately. That potentially could be. No, the pet getting hit with a storm strike. Gotta get him out of that camo. Sunder, DJ chickens out of the thunder. He hit a stun. Potentially, does he have a freezing trap? Gonna be a turtle shell. As he's taking a bit of damage from Chicago. The ghosts are on top of Chicago. If they can pull those ghosts back on top of him, he could potentially avoid a freezing trap. But it looks like after this trap, he's just going to be out in the open for a little bit. Has a trick in case he wants to get out of it. But DJ is given an opportunity to at least reposition with that root. Does catch a bit of a manic bandages on him. Chicago needs to make sure to give at least a dot rolling on that pet. Flame shock on that thing at all times. If they can do that, eventually DJ's pet is going to be down for the count. Plus, with Chicago having a pet up and running, if they're playing the Venthier build, those crits with frost or with flame shocks should also give cooldown reduction for that chain harvest ability. Chicago taking a bit of damage. Big kill shots to follow. Got a Ghost Raptors up and running. Is going to use the Maelstrom that those generate in order to get himself a little bit of healing. DJ just tried to avoid Chicago as best as possible, looking for another door. Shadows does he get interrupted on it? Potentially could have. Going to be a kill shot to follow with grades or Raptors. Chicago just cannot catch up to DJ. Every time they get close up, it's going to be Steel Trap or a Freezer Trap to follow. Static Totem to DJ Flex is going to focus on the totem. Is going to try to make sure he gets plenty of range, try to get some damage rolling to Chicago. Again, the Flame Shock is still on the pet. Chicago at least can use the pet to generate some Maelstrom and then reverse a lot of the damage back into the Hunter. We're hitting that 7-minute mark in just a few seconds, boys. 11% dampener. Not the biggest dampening, but eventually for Chicago, it is going to start ramping up. So far, they've been able to heal just with the onslaught of DJ trying to avoid Chicago and try to barrage him from a distance. But eventually, that damage is going to catch up as the healing gets worse and worse and worse. Chicago got a lot of Maelstrom generation. Freezing Trap to follow, unless it can go for a grounding to them on a Freezing Trap. I think those Freezing Traps are going to give DJ Flex always, every single time, an opportunity to catch a bit of a reset. Chicago trying to go for a heal. Kind of low on Maelstrom. Definitely needs to generate as much Maelstrom as humanly possible. Try to see if they can focus on the pet as best as they can. The more consistently they can generate Maelstrom, the better spot they're going to be in. DJ Flex getting interrupted on the Door of Shadows. I don't think he has the stun available for a while here. There's going to be big kill shots back to back on Chicago. Do they go for a stun totem on DJ? Looks like they do get it. Trick inside of the freezing trap. It's going to be big chain harvest. Do they have enough damage? No defensive left for DJ Flex. If Chicago can just stay on top of him as best as possible, they might be able to ramp up enough damage. DJ does disengage out of the Chicago. Looks like it's going to dive behind the pillar. Eating those kill shots back to back though with that plate shot. Not the best situation to be in. Trying to see if they can reconnect with DJ. Next stun or freezing trap could be pretty deadly for them because it'll put them out in the open. Stun. Not much they can really do. No chicken available. I think it's going to be DJ taking the ball with kill shots back to back. Just fighting through the healing of the Shaman is eventually able to do it. Tommy going to be up next as a marksmanship Necrolord. So we'll see how that goes for him. If he can go for a big time double tap, aim shot, or rapid fire versus DJ, he might be able to basically one bang him potentially. He has a hunter's mark on him. Aim shot to follow. Has cooldowns. DJ's face picking up the eyes. So he's going to see Tommy. He's going to see the burst coming down for the hunter. And he's more or less expecting him around the corner. Going to be death shock him immediately. DJ's just going to dive behind the pillar as soon as he sees it. Going to go for that feint death to make sure he doesn't get hit by the explosive shot. Tommy's still holding on to that double tap. but it looks like it's gonna run out before he gets any value of using it. Unless he goes for rapid fire right there. He does, connects with DJ, does try to go for fade in the last second with the many bidders trying to recover as much health as possible. Tommy just needs another big rapid fire with a double tap. He might be able to take down DJ Flex if he can stay away from him, but he's gonna have to find a way to force out a fade death out of him first. Stun onto Tommy, could go for human racial if he wants to. Looks like he's just gonna hold onto it for a bit. Guy that temporal, or guy that not temporal, but the relentless trinket to make sure he doesn't send the stuns nearly as long. Flash cap right in the face of DJ, just trying to catch up a little bit of healing. Rapid fire is gonna add him some guaranteed damage, which DJ Flex could maybe swing around the corner, making sure the DJ is not getting himself any kind of healing. That's what Tommy needs to worry about. Maybe Tommy might even want to go and sacrifice a portion of his damage to just go for a pet build. Gonna be death shock about to DJ, but DJ with a couple of kill shots back to back, taking him out, and Errorless is the last one left over for the team 2. Trying to see if he might be able to come back versus DJ as well as everybody on team 1. Can you potentially do it? We're hitting that 9-minute mark. If you can go for the most amount of damage, just absolutely wipe these boys out. Go for big executes left and right. He might be able to make it happen. Huge eviscer as DJ come out. Gonna be getting shot on DJ. Does not break a trinket. He just has him stunned up, but he knows he wants to go for damage. He wants to be able to max out and set up versus DJ, but he knows there's gonna be more to see to come out of the hunter. Immediately hitting him with a disarm. DJ limited on what he could really do. He could go for the dots. He's gonna get the flame shot. Potentially could go for a kill shot too. Gonna be cloaker shadows for Errorless. But it's going to catch himself a shot him all the way from any kind of flare. If he can maybe approach DJ Flex, he might be in a fantastic spot. DJ repositioning, got a freezing trap waiting for him. If only Errorless is aware, does he know there's a freezing trap waiting for him? He does know. Blinded to the pet, stunner DJ, got himself the big trick and potentially big damage. Massive Curie and Eviscerate burst to go, and it's going to be DJ barely surviving. That's going to be Turtle Shell, almost died right then and there. Literally fell down to just 1 health. But he's not out of the count just yet. It's going to go for that steel trap immediately versus Errorless. Send him with the charge trap immediately. Just wants to go for a bit of dot damage. Wants to definitely disconnect from the rogue as much as possible. Let the dots kind of burn out a little bit of his health. Because DJ, if he plays it super safe, he definitely can win this one. As long as he doesn't get locked down in another stun like this. And as long as he doesn't let Errorless get a proper reset, then he will definitely be in a fantastic spot to continue the aggression here, to continue the chain of just wins here. Stone to Errorless has a trinket. Might just use it. Get a shot to DJ. Does have a trinket for it as well. Is going to drop a steel trap and get away from Errorless immediately. Drop it in a charge trap right after. Errorless got himself that Kyrian setup. Next Eviscerate's going to do a lot of damage. Freezing trap waiting for him around the corner. DJ is just going to huddle next to it and try to see if he can maybe punish Errorless for reposition to another side of the pillar. As he gets some medic bandages, Errorless is going to be running out of health eventually. He's definitely trying to get himself a slice of dice, trying to get some damage into that pet. He definitely got to maintain his health as best as possible. Next stun by DJ could be really deadly. Stun to the DJ, it's going to be pet sack immediately. Does Errorless do enough damage here? He's kind of hoping he does a crit right here. Looks like he's going to be disarmed to DJ with a grenade to follow it. I think it's over for Errorless. Got himself an evasion. Got himself just a little bit of health. Actually, no health whatsoever. Kyrian burst coming through. But couldn't quite finish it up just yet with DJ going for 4 kills. My goodness, dude, I had a real bad stutter at the end there. I don't even know what's going on. I was trying to say Kyrian for like 3 times. What is going on with me, dude? I haven't had any food, man. It's like low blood sugar or something. I don't even know. Alright, boys, let's get it up and running, yeah? Trickster, let me know as soon as Seavar got his race swap. It'll be good to go for a bit of a rematch. Jim's been slow. I might have to sub out another game, but I can't why it's taking so long. Yeah, well, maybe we could get somebody in for Seavark. Potentially. Trickster, you got anybody? Lux, you boys got anybody? Wants to swap in? It might be good? Alright, we're just waiting for Seavark. Otherwise, you good boys. Give me 2 secs. All good, so good. Hell yeah, dude. I love that. I want to see that Kyrian coming back in. Yo, Trickster, Seavark is coming back in. Just leave a spot open. Leave an open seat. Yo, DJ, hopefully your team is ready. Nobody in your team got to play except for you, so hopefully we'll get another go. Well played by DJ, by the way. Well played. I was hoping it would be a proper like 1v5, but he did really, really well. Hunter Lester got to go find someone else. Sounds fine. Sound good. If you guys got any boys you want to join in, well, welcome to him. How do we get in a minute? So if you want to join in, it should be in the LFG. We got an alliance group available. PM and LFG. Go to player vs player premium group custom PvP. Find a group top number 5 over in the search, and it should be good to go, boys. 5. Let's go. We're back in. Yo, DJ, let me know if you're ready, or Bellator, let me know when you're ready. Are you guys still there? I just gotta make sure. And actually, let's try the new arena. Let's try the new arena. I want to see if it works. I don't know if it works, if it'll work, but we'll try it. If it doesn't, we'll just do a random. Actually, we won't do random. I'll do my favorite arenas. I'll do the arenas that I enjoy. Ready? Sound good? Battlegrounds available for developer testing. You are kidding me. Kidding me. Still can't do the new arena, boys. Are you kidding me? Info spin at the top. Yeah, if you guys want to join in, it's at the top as well. God, my buddy started tonight. Alright, take it easy, my man. Just take a nice long break if you got it, my man. You're good to go. Thanks so much for being here, by the way. Appreciate you. Appreciate you, my man. Alrighty, boys. We got Crimson here. Let's go, man. Let's go, boys. Let's have some good old fun here, yeah? You guys can't just let Team 1 only get DJ Flex some games, man. You gotta find somebody who could beat up DJ, take him down, so your boy Bellator and Zark and CBZUs, all these boys get a chance to play, man. All of them gotta get a chance to play tonight. Alrighty. Switch. What are you looking like, Seabark? Back to... Oh, human. I was gonna say back to Night Owl, but actually wonderful human. Alrighty, we got ourselves a Crimson over for the team 2 joining back in. I like that Kyrian set. I always thought it was looked pretty good on monks. We got ourselves Aeroless, we got ourselves Squippy in the back, we got ourselves Chicago ready to go versus team 1. We got Belcher, never got to play last time. DBZ also never got to play last time. DJ, you got to go, the only one that really got to play. I really like his mock, by the way, that full green with the tabard and everything. It just looks so fitting. Indigenous and Zark. Zark gonna be first up versus Seavark. Seavark is gonna go for a minute in the biz. Got himself that Mirrors of Torment. Gonna be Zark. Trying to see him. Wait until he's got the biggest burst possible. It's going straight up Mongo on him. That's absolutely straight up urking down the Arcane Mage. Actually got him to 50% health in a single crushing blow chain. Gonna be a little bit of ultra time. Zark getting hit with the silence. Could potentially be in big trouble. Let's see if we're coming up damage to finish him off. Big execute to follow. Let's see if enough damage in barrages. Trying to see if he can make a play. Gonna be Zark charging back in. Got himself a little bit of healing. Trying to fight through the arcane damage. The arcane blast and try to see if he can get himself a little bit of recovery. See if he can catch himself a bit of a defensive with the images, trying to see if he gets interrupted on Shadow. Does get interrupted. This needs Zarkus low enough so he might be able to execute him if he's going for the execute barrages. Zark charging back in, looking for that another impending victory. Potential another heal. Does have a trinket in case things really get rough. But does he have anything here? That's gonna be a bunch of barrages and missiles. Let's see if Zark drops down to Ruin and Power. Try to see if he might be able to see potentially get land a pummel. Looks like he's unable to quite land a pummel versus Seavark. Seavark is gonna go for a complete polymer for the Zark though. Instead gonna let the warrior recover all full health as Seavark dies into an invis, catching up some food as well. Just resetting the duel for the both of them. Another set of mirror images. Or Mirrors of Torment up versus Zark. Next damage he does, the next few hits, auto attacks and ability presses is gonna proc out the mirrors. It looks like he doesn't want to give Seavark the Mirrors of Torment procs at all. The mirrors are not only gonna damage Zark and eventually root him, eventually silence him, which just happened right then and there. I guess just even using abilities like Leap procs out the damage. But it's also going to give Seavark a lot of damage, a lot of resources for Arcade Blasted. And Zark trying to see if he might be able to see if he can counteract some damage. Blaze to follow over to Seavark. Does he get a pummel? Seavark trying to see if he can maybe max out those missiles to follow. It's going to be massive damage versus Zark. Catch up a little bit of health. And trying to see if he can catch up even more over Seavark. It looks like he's going to try to avoid him as best as possible for a short time. Seavark continued to punish him with his missiles from a distance. Zark just trying to see if he might be able to get back over. With Kraken going in for yet another donor. We're going to ask that Kraken in the chat. Thank you so much, my guy. I appreciate you, my man, for the continued support. You're doing it a lot today. What's going on, my man? Appreciate you, though. I really do. Reflect out for Zark. Seavark trying to be extra careful with it. Usually, I've seen Seavark just burn a fire blast onto that missile, onto that reflect. Gonna be Zark popping in the banner. That's gonna give him a lot of rage. That's also gonna give him a lot of the defensiveness. You can use that rage for ignore pain, which could be helpful when fighting against Seavark. Definitely needs to use that rage proactively. It's gonna go for the ignore pain as soon as the cooldown is up. Immediate fear onto Seavark as he's trying to see if he can blink around Zark. Zark will connect back in. You definitely need to worry about his healing as best as possible. Reflect is up in case Seavark goes for big damage. Touch of the Magic is going to slam down on him. Still, Touch of the Magic giving him a debuff too. 10% damage taken within PvP. Going to be a root onto Zark as Seavark does avoid him without alter time. Repositioning away from the guy. Does Zark have anything here? Missiles are going to catch up to him. Gets super low. It's going to missile swapping over to the Kevin Slime. Got himself that flesh guy behind the pillar. It's going to let him catch up quite a little bit of healing. Not only is it going to establish a big old shield, but I think if he's playing the Marilyn Soulbind, it's also going to give him a healing. And Zark catching up a lot of health right now versus Seaver. Got himself images, trying to see maybe land a polymorph onto this warrior, as this warrior just continues to press on the range. The crushing blows, absolutely crushing through Seaver's shields, actually crushing through his health bar. Polymorphs are going to lock down Zark for a second. Mirrors of Torment are going to get him set up for a potential silence and giving Seaver a lot of resources. This warrior has to play super aggressive here. Bunch of missiles flying in. Does he have a pummel? He can potentially pummel the damage from Seaver, trying to see he might be able to interrupt it. Icebox for Seaver, trying to see if he can shatter it. And Zark taking a lot of damage. There goes the silence. There goes potentially lots of procs for Seaver. Can he turn around somehow? Does get himself the ultimate time to at least put himself in a different situation with a little bit more health than last time Zark left him with. Does the warrior have a Blaze Storm out of this route? Looks like he doesn't. Seaver trying to see if he might be able to catch up to some procs. Going for the more missiles. It looks like Zark just caught up all that health. I don't even know. I guess from CB Zeus, he must have taken the DB Zeus's Warlock Hellstone while he was en route and just used it in order to make sure he caught up to full. So far, this warrior has just been super aggressive with Seavark, not really giving him much opportunity to really do much. Polymorph, let's see if I can at least try to see if we can land a Polymorph versus Zark. Down choo-choo, I know about jalapeno chicken sauce and smoke. Good pierogies, dude. I haven't had those kind of pierogies in ever, Cora. I'd be definitely down to try them. Can we get a Korean chat? Boys, thank you for the donuts, by the way. It's been super generous. Oh, this guy's raining money on me. While Zark is making it rain blood in the arena just through Seavark alone. Seavark has taken so much punishment, by the way, from Zark has been incredible. And the fact that he's still alive is just crazy. Zark knows it's going to be the ultimate time for Seavark. Looks like Seavark might have almost canceled it. It'll look like he may have. Going to be a silence on the Zark with a root. He does break through it with a Blaze Storm, save it just for it. Does catch a massive heal, but Seavark is still a massive touch. Imagine he's raked up on him. It's going to be Seavark trying to see if he can reposition away from Zark. Got himself a root. Zark is limited on what he can do. Does have flash cut. Maybe see if it can interrupt it. Does poke around the corner. At least a 9 any kind of healing Zark gets while the flash cut is up, but the shield is still established. Got himself quite a big, hefty protection for himself. That absorb is going to keep him plenty healthy. What are the cooldowns though for Zarkus? Zarktus. Okay, I got the name right. That's good. I was gonna say for a second. Poly onto Zark with a Trinket or Raptor. Yet another Poly. A Seaver goes in for yet even more CC versus Zark. Got himself at least a barrage, at least to keep him slow. Seaver is still trying to see if he can recover. He does have cooldowns. Come back up really soon. And oh my god, Kraken. With 30 CA? Yo, can we get an answer Kraken in chat? My man, boys, yo. What's with all the dodos? Sometimes I go for like so many streams and there's not a lot of dodos, and all of a sudden you guys are just making it rain. Thank you so much. Yo, okay, we gotta ask a Cracker for that 30 CA, 27.99 CA. I guess that's like 30 bucks basically. I have no idea. Thank you so much, dude. Mad lad, for real. Seavark established a touch of the magic onto Zark. Potentially big damage. Zark got himself Blaze Storm. Is it going to be potentially silence out of Seavark or Root? Zark could be out in trouble. Seavark trying to see if he can max out the damage. Is there still pummel available? So Seavark could get interrupted. Does get interrupted. I think on Shadow. Massive damage from Seavark. That's a burn away from Zark for just a moment. It looks like Zark is going to go for that leap. All he needs to go for is just go for a big excavator Seavark and it's over. Seavark trying to see if he can door shadows away. Got himself no health whatsoever. Got himself an abyss to at least get away. Zark, does he have the leap or legendary to catch back up? Looks like he may not. Man, this Fury Warrior is just so deadly. Dude, if Seavark can somehow pull this win off versus this Fury Warrior, versus this monster, I would be impressed, amazed, surprised, and even a little bit confused. Reflect out for Zark, knowing there's most likely going to be some kind of a slow by Seavark, but the Nova instead is going to deny him any mobility. Seavark catching up on as much food as possible. Zark is going to opportunity to catch up on a full flash cut. Right now, it's really down to Seavark to try to see if we might be able to best this warrior. He's just super aggressive with him all the time up really early. Seavark definitely has himself a way to reposition and get himself healing. Got himself big burst versus Zarkus. Got himself Blaze Storm up immediately. Is that Blaze Storm no longer can break out of the root whenever he gets any kind of damage or whenever he gets any kind of proc from the missiles or from the Mirrors of Torment. Zarkus be in a bit of trouble. Mirrors are still on him. Eventually, he's going to get rooted. Massive heal versus Seavark. Catching up on all the health. Got himself in regeneration. Trying to see if he might be able to keep alive. Leap as he tried to catch up to Seavark. As he went for a door of shadows. This is going to be images next to him. Looks like he's been able to avoid, for the most part, proccing any parts of the Mirrors of Torment. He's been able to avoid majority of that damage. Majority of the damage procs for Seavark. that will make missile playstyle super strong. Trinket out of Zark. I think it's the first time we've seen a trinket out of this man. Give Seavark an opportunity to 100% control Zark and not worry about a trinket for at least 2 minutes. Zark got himself some cooldowns. I think it's an actual proper wreck. I don't even know if it's like a proc of wreck. I think it's an actual reckless abandon. Seavark tried to keep him bay as best as possible. Zark got himself a little bit of a shield. Whatever H he has, he's making sure to use it into that ignore pain, which does end up helping out quite a bit. Banner trying to keep that thing in cooldown. Potentially going to be ultra time for Seavark. Does have an ultra time. Going to try to see if he can lock down Zark. Is going to go for the ultra time early just to make sure it doesn't put him in a bad position later. There's a tournament out on the warrior. Next few damaging abilities, next few anything the warrior uses, it's gonna proc out the Mirror tournament. Massive missiles for Seavark. No interrupt for the warrior. Drinking out of their fear. Potential Zark could be bad spot. Oh my goodness! Seavark actually brought it back. Are you kidding me, bro? No way. Zark played that one so well. Dude, this guy's a monster of a Fury Warrior. I thought there's no way that Seavark will be able to make a comeback there. Honestly, like, I love my boy Seavark. I love watching Arcane play. And I was like, you know what? In the back of my mind, I hope maybe we'll see an Arcane mage squeak out a victory some way, somehow. But I was thinking, there's no way. This warrior is just too consistent, dude. This warrior is just so aggressive. This man is just ooga booging him down, and there's almost nothing Seavark can do. I thought, honestly, the cards are lined up against Seavark. Because in most cases, like, when they see that big of an advantage, it's really difficult to see a return like that. But man, Seavark squeaked it out somehow. I don't even know how he's going to fight against Indigenous, by the way. This is another setup where Enhancement Shaman has an advantage versus an Arcane Mage. That range interrupt, ability to purge a lot of the buffs with Seavark. I guess one thing he can do is he can remove clear casting. I guess there is that advantage. There is that opportunity. That's going to poly out of Seavark versus the Indigenous with the Mirrors of the Tournament. Potentially could Seavark get himself another setup. Not seeing Arc touch the magic for a while here. Potentially could be an interrupt or a grounding totem out of Indigenous. Looks like he's just letting Seavark just blast him out. Going to be a stun with a Sunder. And Seavark still has touch of the magic onto Indigenous. Does try to go for a kick, but it's not interruptible. It's going to be Arcane Blast back to back. Chain Harvest letting Indigenous catch up a lot of health, but does get rooted out in the open, giving Seavark a lot of procs. Missiles. He got the triple wolf with him, and it's going to be big blast out of Seavark. Does get interruption. Going to be a poly from a distance. Does Seavark go just cancel in the ultra time, or does he just take ultra time? I think he just cancel it, right? I think he just do. And a value with a membership. Yo, thanks so much, 7 months, my guy. Yo, keep it up, bro. Thanks so much, value, boy. Thank you so much. Can we get a hashtag Vilo, boys? Vilo, I mess up your name all the time. I say value all the time. I messed up your name. I'm so sorry. But thank you so much for the 7 months. I really do appreciate ya. You know I don't do it on purpose. You know I'm really bad with names. But I love seeing you in streams, my guy. I appreciate it. Appreciate the support. Gotta be Seavark. Try to see if he might be able to squeak a victory out of Indigenous. He wasn't able to do pretty well versus the Warrior, who played like an absolute Chad. And Indigenous might be able to make something happen here too. Seavark just gotta be very careful with those interrupts and the grounding totem. Looks like that's not a ground. Was that a ground totem just now? That might have been a ground totem. Touching the magic onto Indigenous. No kick available. Oh my god! Oh, Seavark is just spooky right now. What is going on? What? My goodness, he did not just do that. He just absolutely like just dropped down and touched the magic and shredded him. Bellator and DBZs are both unsure who's going first. Wait, are both of them just walking up? They're trying to 2v1 him? Is that what's happening? They're like, you know what? This man is winning 1v1s too easily. We gotta give him a 2v1. Looks like it is gonna be DB Zeus. Man, this warrior is spooky. The fact that Seavark actually got a victory from there, I'm in disbelief. And Indigenous, same deal. Literally same deal, because that man had really good damage. He had really good healing. It's like as soon as he missed one kick though, Seavark took an opportunity of it and just blasted him out, shredded him with missiles. Jesus Christ. He carpet bombed that man. I am just again disbelief. Gonna be Seavark actually going for touching magic on the pet. Wait, are you actually just gonna blast out his main pet? Are you just focusing on killing his pet? Interrupted the DB Zeus for a second. He's trying to go for a fear. Looks like the main pet is down for the count. Gonna be the Mirrors of the Tournament versus DB Zeus. He's gonna summon a freshly pet stun onto Seavark. It looks like Seavark might just have to do the same thing. Just focus down on the pet. That is gonna be DB Zeus giving him a lot of missile procs. That pet is not gonna last long at all. DB Zeus is gonna have to heal that thing at some point or another. Pet starting to swing around towards Seavark. Gonna be a potentially control on Seavark. Trying to go for poly onto ZB. It's controlled him completely, and just gonna go just maxing out missile procs into the pet. Literally just gonna take down the pet. So we can show where he belongs in here yet again. True. He's showing us that the arcane mages, the buffs they got recently to make it more consistent, the damage buffs, he's making them work, man. He's flexing those buff muscles right now. Summon Felguard, I think DBZ is not going to be able to max it out there. I don't think he's going to be able to finish that cast. Going to be Polymorphs and Seawork with the interrupts. Fear by DBZ, does he potentially get that? Oh, Seawork with it. I missed with him. He's blocked just to make sure he can stop DBZ for a second. Blink it over to him. He's going to get him interrupted. Trying to blast him out as much as possible with a missile. Proxy follow with Barrage Road after. DBZ trying to see if he can bail out of there. But can he avoid Seawork? He needs to get another fear. He needs to get in. The only way he does it right now is he gets a proper fear into Seawork and then summons a pet immediately. That's the only way he's going to get one. So it's a really tight situation. Maybe he just pops wall and just summons one. Definitely he's going to have to get CC onto Seawork at some point or another. Mirror's Torment is going to make this that much harder. And Seawork has the mobility in order to be able to dive behind the pillar. He has the interrupt in order to stop the pet summon. DBZ is just limited on what he can really do. So Ron and Seawork, maybe he can go for a bit of healing. It's going to be Seed Pod. Seawork just needs to burn into the Seed Pod immediately. Man, just not giving these boys an opportunity, dude. Looks like he's got a plan on how to fight every one of these classes. He got a kick out of the Shaman and was able to max out the damage. He was able to get the pet killed for DJ for DB Zeus. I can't call CB Zeus for Zeus. I just should call him Zeus. It's just easier. But he got a pet for Zeus. I don't even know what he did with the warrior. I guess he just had to wait out until the warrior trinketed it and then blast him out to max out the damage. I'm not even sure, to be honest. Like, Nerf Arcade Mage. True. Yes. This is literally a video. I literally should call this, title of this video, Nerf Arcade Mages. They're OP Blizzard. Why would you do this? Mages have been arcade mages have been OP for generations, Blizzard. Blizzard always buffs arcade mages. This is their favorite spec in PvP. 100%. You guys can put with the title. Touching the match out of Seawork, trying to see if he can make that damage work with Belcher. Belcher trying to go for Pummel. Looks like no more Pummel for the time being. Does he have the defensive? He got himself that enrage regen. Is that going to be enough damage though? Trying to see if he can lift this. That's going to be touching the magic. Just slamming. Oh my god. I think Seawork literally maxed out that touch of the Magi. He got so much, like Belcher rotated all the defenses out of touch of the Magi, but he just couldn't catch a heal. He just couldn't catch a break and couldn't catch a heal at all. DJ Flex standing next to Seawork. That's going to be Mirrors of Torment onto that pet really early. DJ cannot remove those Mirrors of Torment. That pet attacks is going to eventually proc out those missiles for Seawork. Trying to use whatever defense he's got in order to survive this. Tempo is up with Mirror Images. Is going to be able to catch up a little bit of healing. It's 16% dampening though. Does not have an icebox, so Seawork is really limited on what he can do right now. Following the DJ. And pet is going to kill you. There's literally nothing you can do. Like, this 60% dampening without Icebug, there's nothing you could do. Scoopin tried to see if he might be able to get a big opener versus DJ. This is going to force a trick out of him. DJ just is a feign death. So DJ is actually kind of out in the open. Wait, is your pet around? Is your pet dead? I think Seawork focused down on the pet. I think that pet is dead. He's actually got no pet. Scoopin could just go for big berserk if he wants to. I don't think he even gotta. He's just going to ruin DJ Flex out in the open. There goes. Oh, there's the pet. Was the pet attacking something else? Huh? That's crazy. DJ trying to see if he might be able to fight with Squippy. Actually getting a bit of damage. Wait, he's turning around. Wait, could Squippy someone turn around, slaying down Seawork and then slaying the Wilson team too? Wait, he does catch a camo. Is there bleeds on the pet? Looks like it's going to be a swipe real quick with Bye. Squippy trying to go for a roar. Does hit the pet, but doesn't quite connect with DJ. It's going to go for a regrowth. Char trap around the corner. Unless an explosive trap. Sealed trap right next to DJ. He's holding a freezing trap. He doesn't want to give Squippy that freezing trap just yet. Gotta be Squippy. Taking a lot of damage, forcing it onto the pet. Gonna be a stun as the pet does counter attack him there. And Squippy, opportunity for him to maybe make a go. Maim onto DJ. Does he have enough damage? Definitely doesn't have a lot of healing. Got all the bleeds on the DJ, who's gonna feign death him. My goodness. He put the biggest bleeds, but his feign death is just gonna remove it completely. Wait, DJ could maybe make a return. Crimson, is he gonna be the guy to end them? Errorless, there's the opportunity to play up to your name. Your name is Errorless. That's where you gotta make the perfect play. Gonna be a Hunter's Mark immediately onto DJ. He knows that it's there. Or maybe got a Hunter Mark on the pet. Freezing Trap or Errorless. He's gonna trick it out of it. Stunning the pet. Blinding the pet. Stunning DJ. Hitting him with a resolve trinket. Or resonance trinket. There's no way. Made sure he doesn't go down at all. Gotta go to work now. Good luck. Thanks so much for coming by, Belcher. Appreciate it, my man. And Seawork went in for, I think, a 1v4, wasn't it? One of them was a seat pod, though. My goodness, boys. Let's go. I was feeling myself like a god and I steal this silver. Yeah, it was an interesting one because I'm surprised, honestly, that he won that. Honestly, because he healed a lot. I agree with you on that. It's hard to fight Seawork, dude. You did really good. Honestly, you did extremely good. Yo, boys, we got some openings on the Horde team, by the way. We got one more on Team Horde. We'll be good to go. Yo, Trickster, let me know if your team is still ready. If you guys can play just as much as you want to. You guys don't have to swap out the teams at all. Play as much as you want to, boys. Full, let's go. Hell yeah. Just keep me updated when your team is ready. Just because if you guys are ready, I'm ready to go. We got a 5-man already? 5, let's go. We go again, boys. I'm thinking let's do... What arena am I feeling like? I'm feeling doing a grand, dude. I'm not doing random arenas. I'm trying to avoid 12 on, man. I'll try to give you guys arenas, but avoid 12 on. I'm self heal 1.2 million. It is massive silver. The fact that you healed that much, you're an absolute beast, my man. Absolute monster. Oh, Rip was working. We won't be seeing Chilpas tonight, but hopefully we'll see Chilpas next week, man. Love the moment I found the channel, man. You really? Yo, Valia, thank you so much for being here on the channel, man. I love seeing you here, my guy. I love seeing all the regular boys, especially seeing the members popping in, man. I really do seeing the regulars in here, man. The House of the Fury Warrior is something else. Yeah, it is pretty crazy. But if you do get a Warlock on your team, it does make it like I think that just creates an interesting dynamic, because in PvP sometimes, like for team composition, you will have like a Warlock household in some classes, right? In arenas, so which is 3-3s, and kind of bringing that dynamic into duels is interesting, if anything. Which we got ourselves Big Doll first up versus Crimson. Crimson going for the leg sweep, immediate IBF out of Big. As Big trying to see if he might be able to max out the damage. It's going to be immediate karma. He's trying to reverse a lot of damage back into the Unholy Death Knight, but the Army of the Dead does join back in, and Big just trying to let the pets do a lot of damage, trying to let the pets do a lot of work versus Crimson. Is looking to disengage out of that completely, not a grip while he's moving away. Crimson should be able to catch a couple of Vivifies. The pets do fall apart around the corner, stun by the goal, as Big should be able to walk in and potentially get some kind of damage established. He is down to coolness for like 45 seconds, but maybe we could get him back up quicker. Crimson is going to bail out of there completely. Just looking to reposition and looking to catch up on healing. Playing that Carrion Windwalker, he used a lot of his offensive cooldowns, might be able to potentially wait for a minute-long CDs to come back, potentially has the mirror images or Storm Earth of Fire, could maybe make some kind of work off of that. Disarm onto the Death Knight, who's gonna go trick it. He's gonna be immediate ruined with that hamstring. Crimson looking to get out of there. It looks like he got plenty of ability to escape out of the clutches of a Death Knight. The bets are rounding the bed. Crimson does catch up a little bit healing. He's gonna go for a bit of a forward brew. Got himself a defensive. Still has the dampened harm in case they want to use it versus Big. It's gonna got the just rolling in with a Fist of Fury to follow. Crimson just trying to see if they can max out some Fist of Fury damage. Looks like the pets are attacking the slimes though. Wait a second, Crimson, your pets may be attacking Kevin. Oh no, Crimson, you gotta make sure to have better control of the Storm of the Fire, because they were literally beating up poor old Kevin. The gold comes from around the corner. That's also gonna be A-Bomb joining in. Crimson could be dead just to those pets alone. Stun to Crimson, I think it might be over. Big, does he have enough damage to finish it? Crimson, oh my goodness. Kind Karma coming back up, I think, at the very last second. I'm not sure if that was their first global. Potentially could have maybe lived it a little bit longer. Crimson, Zdarova, that's just Steva. Hey Crimson, I never met a different Crimson in chat. Zdarova. So I do my bad. Rip Kevin? I know, right? There, just we're straight up attacking Kevin right over here. Kevin was just getting blasted, dude. I'm sure that he didn't mean to target Kevin there. I'm sure the image is gonna target a default on their own, but you gotta make sure to hit that button again just to make sure that the image is attacking the right target. Gonna be Chicago up next versus Big Wolf. Gonna be the pet transforming. What kind of a legendary is Big rolling? I don't know if is he playing the pet Lego? Is he? I'm not even sure if he is playing the pet legendary. Stun in Chicago as they do have a wall up and running. Gonna be Army Dead joining in, the full army with Apocalypse charging out. Big trying to use the IBF as well as much self-healing as he can from the runic power spent, from the runic power generated, to try to see if he can catch back up. Gonna be Chicago swapping out to that is that event there. Necro this time got himself big zaps. Gonna be Big trying to drop down the anti-magic barrier, and actually is gonna stay in the AMZ or AM wait, anti-magic zone. That's what it is. AMS, AMZ. Why did I say anti-magic barrier? I guess it is a barrier of a sword, but it is the AMZ. Somehow I confused it. How did I even do that, dude? This is why you should. This is why you should get some food to eat, so you don't have like low blood sugar or nothing like that. before I start the stream, dude. My brain. Feels like it's only half power. Gonna be Chicago trying to stay full power versus the Unholy DK. The A-bomb joining in. It is adding quite a bit of extra substantial damage. Gonna be the bad transformation. Chicago could be in big trouble. AMS up for big. So he's actually immune to ADCC from Chicago or a portion of that magic damage. Chicago trying to play as healing as possible. Got himself the counter check totem. Potentially could be some damage reversed back towards big. But looks like he's gonna be able to take it out fairly quickly. Chicago does catch up a little bit of healing. Got himself some damage rolling in. Big could be a big trouble himself. Got no defenses left. Got a flush. Got build it back up. Trying to recraft the shield. Chicago caught up all that healing before the dampening really rolls in. And Chicago waiting out until they can get himself a good lineup versus Big. That's going to be Raptors joining in. Does add up towards extra sustained damage. Chicago could potentially go for big zaps onto the pet as well as Big. And I think that might have been what just happened there. I think they went and tried to focus on the pet. If they can deny the pet damage from Big, that's going to be quite a lot of damage tonight. Big actually gripping into Kevin or one of the Raptors. I don't think he ended up gripping Chicago at all. It's going to sacrifice his main goal. Needs to summon a new one immediately. Chicago does have the Raptors on him, and they are going to be enough to finish off the job as they continuously just whittle down the Unholy Death bit by bit, dismantling them little by little, letting Flame Shocks do work. DBZ is going to be up next, yet another pet class, sending out the pets really early on, and Chicago is going to get some lightning bolts up and running. Gonna be Earth Elemental getting banished up pretty early on, but Chicago does gain a pretty big defensive with it. Extra health bolster, crafted a big old flashcraft shield, can walk out of DBZs if they want to. But as the pets are charging out, he kind of doesn't want to really run out of DB, taking extra damage from those demon bolts while all those pets are up and running, especially with those pets being kind of spread out in the open. Is going to try to focus in on his Felguard pet, wants to make sure that thing does not die, because that's quite a substantial portion of his damage that he's going to need versus Chicago. Sending out more Demon Doggos into a Mortal Coil, tricking by Chicago, landing quick into versus DBZs. Wants to go for a full turn if possible. Gonna be the Sun of Chicago with a Soul Rod to follow. Chicago with the Obelisk out in the open. Definitely wants to focus down the Obelisk. Sunder onto DBZs, stunning all the pets. Is gonna escape out of it immediately. Just wants to avoid the Warlock and those pets while the turn is up and running. Looks like the turn is gonna turn a lot of that attention back over to the Earth Elemental though, and that thing is gonna dissipate after a little bit of time. DBZ just gotta try to stay out in the open versus Chicago. Is your pet up and running? Is your pet dead? I think maybe Chicago was able to focus down the Felguard fast enough. Gonna be a second Felguard summoned up out of the nether. DBZ is definitely needs to get himself another pet running as soon as possible. Now that Chicago got a kick, there goes a proper Felguard. DBZ is gonna need something for healing though. Unless it got something, nothing, maybe potentially. Mortal last second with a fear to follow. Definitely needs to go for some kind of drain. Definitely needs to just let the pets do damage with Chicago and then back out of there as soon as possible. While with the drain life, potentially could catch up a little bit of healing. And as long as Chicago just hides behind the pillar, doesn't give DBZs any opportunity to catch up any health through the drain. Those pets are going to do a bit of damage to Chicago, but it's going to turn the attention onto the Felguard. Another pet falls down. And for DBZs, there's not much you can really do unless you can somehow find a way to get a new pet. He realizes it's over. He realizes once his pet is gone, there isn't much he could really do. Chicago is going to go for a flesh guard. There's still a seed pod. Does Chicago realize it? I think just realized. He missed this game up though. Unforge. So far playing Demonology. Wait, maybe it was just a farce. Maybe it was just, you know what? I'm not going to go down without a fight completely. It's going to get the Tyrant up and running. It's going to get some Demon Doggers in there. At least potentially could get him some resources. I think it was literally giving up. It was like, you know what? Maybe potentially I could somehow make a comeback. You know what? Maybe I can just set pets up and running. So far, you went from like, oh, okay, this is over. Wait, maybe I could make something happen. Okay, this is over. Maybe just wanted to force some cooldowns in Chicago. Next is going to be Zark. This man was an absolute machine last game, but T-Rex was able to find a way to outlast him. Zark is going to go for full wreck with an avatar, so he got himself the full burst with a blazer to follow. Got himself mad damage to Chicago as they try to pop a wall. That's going to be a banner up for Zark, taking a big lightning bolts back to back. Actually, super low health, trying to catch up as much healing as possible. Get himself mad healing from his Bloodthirst. He got himself a couple more Bloodthirst ready to go, and Chicago is just taking so much damage. Thunder with a stun, going to be tricking out of the warrior, and Chicago's trying to see if he can hightail out of there. Goes from not enough to help him walk out of there. Chicago says the execute range. Gonna be even more procs for Zark as just continued the rampage on and on and on. Next is gonna be what looks like errorless as the flesh count is given to Zark. to give himself a bit of an honor duel. The Rogue could have stopped it. Rogue could have stepped in and just stopped a lot of that healing, but he let Zark get that heal. Zark needs someone right now for this trinket. It's going to be mad damage by Errorless though. Made sure he made the perfect play, perfect go. Without a trinket, I guess the Rogue is dropping down a full grenade on him. There's only so much you can do, and Zark did the best he could. At best, he was just kind of hoping that Errorless was not going to get a crit there. But he played really, really well outside of it. But man, that's just so much worse than Chicago. GG is going to be up next. Errorless better play this super, super well. Flare down as he's trying to see if he can chase Errorless into a corner, trying to predict where the Rogue may be. The Rogue is going to be out in the open. He's going to go for a Shadow Strike. Mark for death ready, trying to go for a bit of a go versus GG. GG is going to be able to max out a lot of the range. Flame Shot versus Errorless. Grenades are flowing, and that's going to be stunned around the corner. GG is just going to keep himself at bay, just going to keep himself at range, looking for those kill shots around the corner versus Errorless. The Rogue does dive into a vanish. But instead of getting aggressive where GG Flex thought he was walking at him, Errorless goes behind the pillar completely just to get himself a proper reset. And at some point, those dots are going to get him out, but does have the Kieran to pick up in case he wants to clear all those dots. And it's going to catch himself a bit of a first aid, knowing that GG Flex picked up the eye anyway. The pet, the Muskrat, is charging out. Errorless might be able to get a sap onto that pet potentially. If he can do it fast enough, the pet is going to get him out in the open. Does Errorless play the crit Lego? He's going to play in Finality, right? Finality Legendary doesn't really have any kind of like effect around it. You can't really see like Errorless maintain like some kind of a buff in his weapons whenever he gets Finality. That's going to be GG trying to see if he can change some flame shots onto Errorless. No more defenses out for the Rogue, so only got Faint as well as the self-heal. Got himself maybe sipping up from the Kyrian. GG looking to recover a little bit of health. Errorless not really pushing in. That's have a blind, so at least he got a bit of control versus GG. GG still holding on to a trinket. Errorless taking those back-to-back kill shots might be really, really deadly for him. It looks like that was a final kill shot around the corner. Just did enough damage, possibly a crit. Errorless is going to be going down with Squippy up next. Does he freeze the trap as he goes into pounce onto DJ. Scarabeast is going to get him out of stealth. I actually very, very like that animation. He goes in for a rake and cat form, and it's like Night Elf full most. He goes in for a damage and hit. So when he goes to freeze the trap, you can see he's like mid-attack. That actually is a nice little touch. I never ever seen that before. I didn't even know that happened. That's cool. Gonna be Squippy catching himself a proper, fresh new Fleshcraft. And hopefully that'll be enough to deal with GG Flex and the DAS. GG just need to make sure he gets some good damage over time on it, get some kill shots around the corner, maybe a couple of grenades, worry about taking down that shield over time. Try to see if he can dive into camo. The pet is going to get AoE'd out. Try to go for a Scarabeast. It's going to be a Skull Bash on the DJ. Has been turtle in case he necessarily needs to. Definitely needs to go for Faint Death as soon as possible for those dots. Going to be re-stunned by Squippy. Does remove all those little bleeds with a Manic Bandage, but it's going to be Squippy eating a freezing trap right after. DJ has the opportunity to get a star to go versus Squippy. Is going to drop down traps immediately. Scarabeast potentially going to get him out of stealth. Wait, was that a freezing trap into a freezing trap? Or was that just a charge trap under? Yeah, I didn't even see if that was a freezing trap into freezing. That may have been. I'm not sure. Stunner to Squippy, does trick it out of it. This is going to be the trick gone for Squippy. Next stun could be very, very deadly. Does not have a way to deal with the freezing traps at all. It's going to walk into the seal trap. Got himself the frenzy regen. Maim on the DJ. Does not have a trinket. Potentially could be a big go for Squippy. Does he get the bite that he hits? Bash and follow. What's the DJ? It's going to Faint Death. Does he reset up those dots? If Squippy can somehow reset up those dots after DJ Faint Death, after DJ got himself Manic Bandage, then that's the only way I think he really stops him. Or if he goes for a Mina's Bite, possibly because the biggest crit ever. Try to see if he can catch up with regrowth. So it looks like this way DJ is going to press the offensive. Wall is out on the Squippy as he dives in really low health. He is low in health, but that wall should let him stabilize for a short amount of time. Squippy's final defensive is out and about, but he's trying to see if he can build up some calm points off of that Muskrat pet. Maybe potentially go for Stoner. GG does get a maim, trying to go for Psycho, but that pet is going to be enough to take you out with those dots rolling in. Sivek last one left. Try to see if he can fight versus GG Flex earlier. Did you already go for Mirror Images? He might have, or Mirrors of Torment. He might have went for Mirrors of Torment early already. So we're trying to see if he can reposition with the Door of Shadows. Try to catch up to DJ. Once he get a touch of the Magio on him. Sivek is definitely going to have to go for an ice. Oh my god. That kill shot just absolutely just ended him. I don't know if Sivek wanted to go for an ice block there. Maybe. Yeah, dude, Swarva is insane. That was a lot of damage. Honestly, I was thinking the whole time, like, maybe he'll be okay, maybe he'll right. It's like, it's right over through. But get those consistent kill shots back to back. Did every one of them crit? Or is it just the kill shot damage baseline? I am not sure, but that's Flame Shot for you. Just a couple of kill shots. And I was thinking Seawork is okay, Seawork is okay. And then from like a good amount of 50% health to 0, it's like, what? That was a kill. I mean, the kill shot ability lives up to its name, but damn, that's a lot of damage for survival. Crazy. Alright, boys, let's get it up and running, yeah? Let's get a duel up and running, yo! GJ, Trickster, let me know when you guys are ready. Looks like we got a couple more boys needed for Team Horde. We can get one more, boys, if you're good to go. On Team Horde, if you guys want to join in, well, welcome to him. I have no defenses. Let me play like a caster. Kill someone in 2 seconds. It is crazy. Like it just felt like that was illegal. That felt like that shouldn't have happened. That felt like that was a legal move. Is it just me? But that's hunters, I guess. Nuts. I actually have wait, what? That didn't work? Okay, I guess 2. Cool. We have one more in Team Horde, boys. We'll be good to go. Yeah, that was that all crit, C-Mark? Or was that just kill shot damage? Because I know kill shot can hit pretty hard, but I know there's a portion of kill shot like that's a bleed, and that's the damage itself. And together the bleed and the hit are a decent amount, but I think when they crit, it's like, I don't even know. Decimating on SP? Yeah, for real. We had some Shadow Priest yesterday on EU, but it's hard to 1v1 as Shadow Priest. The Shadow doing 1v5 would be insane, but won't happen. I knew early Shadowlands, like pre-patch, it was happening. Very, very early Shadowlands, once everybody got Maxwell, was happening. Nowadays, it's really difficult because of setup that it takes for Shadow Priest. They do get a good tier set for damage, but it's not that bursty. Plus, the survivability on a 1v1 is not like the craziest. I imagine I have to go for like some kind of like, you basically have to, so the problem is the legendaries, they don't have any burst Legos, they only have like defensive Legos. So like in a 5v5 1v1, you kind of want a bit of that burst. You want enough survivability, but you definitely want to do enough damage before you dive into high dampening. You want to be able to surprise somebody, lock him down, have a guaranteed way to kill him. I don't know, like the double Legos, they just don't have any good ones because their best single Lego was the Necro damage Lego, which was pretty good. But now that everybody got double Legos, Shadow Priest are a bit behind because they got some good Legos for PvE content, right? Dungeons raids, maybe there's raids for single target because their AoE is like sketchy. Trickster needs a +1. We need 1 on Alliance with 1 on Horde, boys. If y'all want to join in, join the Horde, maybe join the other group. Okay, sounds good. Sounds good. I think C-Mark maybe just doesn't want to play against DJ. He's like, you know what? I'm just going to join Team Alliance. Team Horde. Yo, we need 1 Alliance though, boys. Trickster. Oh, the guy's got a group. Let's go. Hey, yo. DJ, as soon as you do listening from LFG, we'll be good to go, boys. Let's go. Let's go. Yo, what arena do I want this time? That was in the Grand. I want to do Siwas. I want to do the Siwas. Let's get the Siwas done, boys. Demon Hunter isn't that insane? Hunters and Demon Hunters are pretty dumb insane at the moment. I think it all depends on the situation too. How are you doing, by the way, Manuel? Hope you're having a good one, my guy. Thanks for popping in. Yeah, it all depends, right? Demon Hunters can't trap you and kite you forever. Well, they can if they get in like really good procs on Necrolord. It can give them a lot of survivability. Where it's like, you think you got him, you think you got him little by little, you're getting him little by little, you're getting some pressure, you're getting some... Oh, they got a heal? Oh, you got a proc? Okay. He ain't dying today. So it can't happen. Yes, I called it. Shadow Drive. Of course, is there second max source of damage is granted by standing near you? Oh, true. The immolation aura. It is really, really good in PvP. It is like just consistent damage. Like every 2 seconds, you just, or 1 second, you take damage from it. It is really, really good. And if they just like stack together, it's just like constantly like cleaving people down. What's your hardest standing ability? I'm really warm when I stand next to you. I give you the sweats because I'm just that hot. So what makes you so deadly? I'm hot. Basically. Switch. What do we got? We got ourselves. It's a big. Oh, big is waiting on to play. We got C-Mark over in Team Horde this time. We got DJ gonna be first up. Oh, actually it's not. It's gonna be Thalkoth, the Elemental Shaman. I feel like we almost never see any allies in here versus Chicago. The Enhancer and Shamanswood trying to see if they might be able to fight one another. Gonna be the Fire Elemental joined in for attack as he's trying to see if he can tank this up. Got himself a healing surge. Chicago can go for an interrupts on those. He does play into the grounding totem, so he could potentially lock out a lot of damage from Thag. But with Chicago playing, are you playing Necrolord on this thing right now? Or are you a Venthier? I think he might be Necrolord. If you are Necrolord, you could definitely get grounding totem done. Gonna be stun totem, but Chicago does miss it. Gonna be a lasso for Thag. That lasso is definitely gonna give him a lot of that advantage. Got himself lava burst back to back for Chicago. Looks like Thag is playing the proper normal Shami build. Trying to go for chain lightning with the healing surges. No interrupts by Chicago. Good interrupt in 1-2. That finds the super low. And Chicago just ends up bonking him on the head with a lightning fury. Chicago is going to recraft a full new fleshcraft. Tack tried to do his very, very best, but I think at some point he fell behind a little bit. Chicago didn't even go for a kick at the end there. Just letting the man catch up on health while he just chucks damage into him. Just like letting his health not go anywhere. It's not going up, but it's definitely not going down. Or it's not going down, but it's definitely not going up, rather. Gonna be Zark? Wait, Bladestorm actually boops you back in? I thought Bladestorm will let you make you immune for Static Totem, but it looks like he's able to Chicago was able to trap him in there for a second. Chicago tried to see if they can avoid this Furious Warrior. He's gonna focus the attention onto the Kevin Slime. Still somehow get an auto text here and there for Chicago. Chicago wants the same job as Zara goes in for full burst. I can't tell if he's got himself a proc of Reckless Abandon or just a actual Reckless Abandon. Chicago tried to see if he could zap him out as best as possible. Gonna be reflect Sunder into a stun. Zarek is gonna go for Trinket out of this immediately. Got himself in Rage Regeneration. Trying to see if he can maintain himself as best as possible. Chicago in that Ghost Wolf. Trying to see if he can run away, but cannot outrun Zark at all. Zark with a fear. Definitely should be looking at his own health little by little. Does pick up a little bit of bloodthirst. Definitely needs to go for as best shield as possible. Could be in a bit of trouble. Got himself a little bit of a shield in order to try to see if he can take up some defensiveness. Definitely needs himself a reflect on a powerful spell. They actually get a Chicago super low. Could be anyone's game. Actually got himself that rally cry in last second just to give himself a little bit of health for survivability. The Ghost Raptors charging in. It looks like the Raptors did the work. That a Flame Shock took him down. Zark did the very best he could versus Chicago. But it looks like Chicago was able to survive him, was able to outlast a lot of the defense, a lot of his offense, and then turn up the heat as a Necrolord Shammy. Found himself the sustain, or rather like not the proper, but rather the most consistent build that ends up hulking out for them. Gonna be the silence of the Chicago, not silence from being able to hit Thunder. That's gonna be a polymorph out of Seavark. Check out of Chicago, go potentially disrupt a lot of the bursts of Seavark, but I think it's gonna be a bunch of misses back to back with Presence of Mind and Blast back to back. This Chicago is still gonna take a lot of damage from the Touch of the Magic, potentially big damage on the Seavark. Oh my god! He got one kick out of Chicago, and that led the barrage and flurry of missiles just follow on through. Is gonna try to see if he can avoid Airless. Might have to go for an Icebuck really early versus this Rogue. Seavark is definitely gonna have to dive into Vanish and catch up on food as soon as possible. Airless trying to avoid that as best as he can. Seavark does catch up a little bit of healing. Airless building up calm points. Trying to go, I think, for a full kidney shot. Gonna be all the time for Seavark. Let's go barrage towards Airless. Airless knows that Seavark is going to reposition back up towards his all-the-time location. Blind onto Seavark is going to go for that trinket. It is a trinket. Blind denied. Basically, ooh, that arcane orb actually connected. I was so surprised it did. Airless dove into stealth and it just kind of booped him. Seavark is going to dive into, well, I think it was Invis for a second. And try to catch up as much food as it can. Does have proper blinks for kidney shots, so Airless is gonna might as well go for cheap shots at this point because he knows his stuns are not gonna last long versus Seavark. That or you go for cheap shot first a blink out of him, then you kidney shot him. Seavark quick positions back with that all the time, recovering a lot of the health, trying to see if you can establish control versus Airless. Diving very low into health, could potentially be an Icebuck out of Seavark. It does burn an Icebuck as the Rogue burns a cloak, so that is at least a defensive trade. This definitely puts Seavark back because he's losing out on the immunity, but he had to do something in order to catch up on the healing. Door shadows for Seavark. Looks like he's picking up the eyes, and Airless is not going to be able to sneak up on him as Airless is going to be out in the open. Seavark can get him out in the open with an arcane orb or something, anything. Is going to hit him with a flame, I think Fire Blast. All the time for Seavark really early. Airless going to hit with the Touch of the Magic, potentially massive damage versus the Mage. It's going to go for the blink. Doesn't get himself with the all the time. Airless with a smoke bomb around the corner, trying to avoid any damage from Seavark. That Touch of the Magic is going to get him out in the open. Arcane Explosion, get him back up and running. That's going to be a barrage to follow. Airless still going to take a lot of that missile damage unless he's careful. Cheap shot of Seavark does force out a blink out of him. And Airless trying to stay close to the boxes. Seavark definitely wants to get him in a Nova as best as possible. No more defenses left for Airless unless he got himself a Shadow Meld. Missiles is going to be set up around the corner, but looks like Seavark does cancel him out. Nova onto Airless. He knows there's a kidney shot to be up next. He's going to hit him with the missiles to follow. Does Airless get himself a Shadow Step? Barrage to follow. Airless gets a slow into the Rogue. Does down into a Shadow Meld for a second. It's going to be Arcane Explosion. Get him out in the open. Immediate blink for Seavark as he establishes an all the time. He has himself an opportunity to come back. It looks like he might just have to cancel it all the time. As Airless is expected to go back to where he was, but looks like he didn't time the all the time right. Gonna be more missiles to follow. Airless had no health whatsoever. He's on a barrage to finish him off at the end. Barely in your health. The trinket for Seavark on the blind. Oh, committing the trinket on the blind early on was the play, and he had it back up as he gets a blind back up too. Interrupt onto that. Mirrors the Torment. Shadow interrupted because looks like Seabark just gonna wait it out. I was thinking maybe since with Seabark get interrupted and Shadow is gonna focus up on some arcane damage instead. But instead he's like, you know what, I'm just gonna wait for Mirror's Torment. I kinda need it. I kinda wanna use it. I need those missiles. Let's say he's gonna go for it. Scoopy trying to see if he can dot up Seabark. Seabark without an ice bucket is gonna be in a bit of trouble. All Arcane Orb almost connecting, but not quite. Big bleeds on the Seabark, I think it's over. There's no way he lives it, right? There's absolutely no way. Scoopy just needs to dot him up and just AFK. Cat is gonna get yoinked out in the open by Big Dolph. Trying not to let Scoopy gain any kind of advantage here in this duel. Gonna be the pet charging out, and it's gonna be Dark Transformation, empowering the pet, doing quite a substantial amount of damage. Quick batch to the Big. We got himself that IBF with a grippy hand available from the Necrolord Covenant. Gonna be immediate root onto him to suppress him, but it's still quite a lot of damage to the Squippy. Looks like the pet transformation is no longer up. The Squippy is still taking quite a substantial amount of damage either way, though. After getting hit initially by that A-bomb limb, he's taking 20% more damage from any abilities of Big Dolph, from any pets of Big Dolph. Stun onto Squippy, Barks get up and running. It's gonna summon the Army of the Dead. Definitely needs to find a way to keep Squippy out next to the Army of the Dead. If anything, the army should be able to do more damage than the Death Knight really is. Maim onto the Death Knight. Squippy try to see if he can turn the blades back around onto this big hulking monstrosity, but looks like the pets should be able to potentially get some work in. Squippy finds super low in health, getting someone turning around. His health is diving in really low. He's gonna get himself a wall that's helping him stabilize and hopefully recover a little bit of health. Battle Master should get giving him at least a little bit extra stamina in order to continue trucking through this duel. Getting interrupted on nature. That's going to be Flesh Cut to follow. Still lots of damage between the pet and the Death. They try to see if they can clobber and crush the shield apart. Scoopy does at least gain some sort of survivability from the shielding. Bash onto Dolph in order to control him for a moment longer, but it's still just under a ton of pressure. Dolph taking a bit of bleeds. He's starting to bleed out. He's starting to wane in this duel. Looks like Scoopy potentially got himself a nice setup on him, and it looks like Big, he's just gonna reposition completely. Is the pet still on Squippy? Good sacrifice, the pet should gain a little bit of health. Honestly, it might not be a bad idea. He got himself a bit of runic power. The longer he waits, the more health Squippy is going to be able to return. Looks like Big backed away just to make sure he gets himself a full flesh cut up and running. And he has cooldowns coming back in too. This could potentially be his time to make a play. Stun onto Squippy, immediately responds with a trinket. Main back into Big Dolph with a rake stun to follow right after. Big got himself a full bar of runic power, but with authorities he's denied any kind of healing. Does sacrifice the pet, but the pet is 21% damage, but it doesn't really give it that much healing in return. It looks like it's going to be over for him, with Squippy trying to go for a big roar onto DJ as he's just charging out. Squippy trying to see if he can reposition away from the Hunter. It's going to come back in for a quick maim. Forcing a trick out of the Hunter. It's going to be a trick for DJ. Squippy out the open. Does have a bar skin, but that's the only defense he's really got. That's going to be emergency healing. Acid dives and Swarm does attach to him, making the frenzy region even more impactful. Should hopefully help him recover a little bit. Stun onto DJ. Trying to see if he can force out the Craven stratagem from the Feign Death. Trying to see if he can force out the Manic Bandages out of the Hunter. If he can force out any of those utilities, then he'd be able to maybe, like, once he got Mending, once he got that Craven stratagem, then put up all the bleeds and let those bleeds rock the Hunter. That potentially might be the play for Squippy. I honestly think the bites would be the play, because that's the only way to really confirm any kind of specific damage. But DJ is going to be able to catch up health, catch up damage a little bit faster. Catch up any of the damage a little bit faster than the Squippy. Hotter is gonna be up next. I kind of like your Mog. I like the shoulders a lot. Look at that thing, dude. I actually need this Casanthria shoulders. I'm so excited for season 4, just going back to Casanthria just to get the full set. Because nowadays, like, dude, Casanthria is basically impossible. Try to find a group for that thing. Maybe we might be able to find one, but who does Casanthria for fun? Player down onto the boxes. How to try to catch up a little bit of healing. Got plenty of health. Looks like it's going to be repositioned out of Digiflex completely. Hado also playing the Flayed Shot Survival Hunter. It looks like Digiflex is severely behind. Going to be a Hado establishing a Flayed Shot on the Kevin Slime or in his Muskrat. Going to be Digi trying to see if he might survive it. Going to be Feign Death for a second. Freezing Chop on a Hado. Does he just focus down on the pet? Potentially. Hado is just going to sit the Freezing Chop for just a moment longer. Do they have a stun? Because DJ had no health whatsoever. I think it might just be over for this guy. Going to be a Harpoon with a Great Fall. I think DJ just missed his match. But also DJ did walk into this duel with lower CDs. So I guess I wonder how this duel would go if both the Hunter and the proper CDs going into this one. But it's going to be Hado finishing off. Seaver blasting him out. Going to be DJ trying to hold the fort for his team as best as possible. But there it is, boys. Let's get another up and running, yeah? Another duel rolling in for the boys. Let me know when you guys are ready. Hopefully the same teams, yeah? Hopefully everybody got in. I want to see more of that Fury Warrior action, dude. I want to see that Ellie Shadow play again. Okay, I can't buy about the damage, but I'll take it. For what, arcane mages? My eyes are just a bright pink all over the screen. Was it really? What happened? Was it just C-Mark? Yeah, arcade didn't need a damage buffs. I don't know. I think they need it for PvE, but it would also make him a little bit stronger for PvP as well. Going to Q3 so DGs. Yo, so we'll need a +1 on Team Horde then, yeah? Looks like we'll need 2 on Team Horde. If you guys got anybody wants to pop in on Team Horde, help us fill out the ranks, that would be amazing. Dude, we're having a lot of fun duels tonight, man. I'm actually enjoying these a lot. Trickster's still ready. Trickster, the other team needs 2 more boys on Team Horde. That'll be good to go. Yo, Sirak, it's popping in, man. Super fun watching you play some arcade, dude. That was amazing. Just absolutely shredded some of these boys. It was beautiful. Dude, we have a family aggro? Sounds good, Chicago. I can wait for my guy. But you need 2 more on the Horde, boys. Need a monk buff? Yeah, you think so, Ja? Dude, monks. I don't know, man. Have you tried that Kyrian Windwalker in PvP? That thing can slap right now. My goodness. Let's make the same in Cosmic title as mine. Easy, dude. I believe Steve. We get a +1 on Team Horde, boys. We'll be good to go. Let's go, boys. Just do 1 more. We're ready to go. Just need a +1. What did you drink it down? Coffee. Coffee. I didn't get any food. I didn't get really anything. I just really been using coffee to give me a little bit of energy, dude. I really should have had something to eat though, Tyler. I'm just starting to like low blood sugar kind of deal. You know what I mean? Gotta go hug my pillow. Thanks for the stream, Daddy. Yo, Aura. Hopefully you're feeling better later, my guy. Yeah. Hopefully you don't feel that bad. Hopefully whatever is causing issues for you, health-wise. Hopefully feel better. We'll see you next year, my guy. Yeah. Sure, best than his zincs. You try your very best, man. That's all anyone could expect out of ya. That's what part of these duels, man. You go win, you try your best, and then you learn from it. You learn from the experiences, and you do better next time, and then even better next time, and then even better next time. You do little by little until you improve, dude. That's how you do it. That's the only way to really improve, especially when it comes to like, even in 2s and 3s, like part of it is like trying to find a way to play around compositions, but also finding ways, like that's how people used to get better at PvP. You used to duel the classes that you had a hard time with until you figured them out. Once you figure out what you're supposed to do against them, once you figure out which coolings you gotta look out for, that's improved. Over bed just tired, it's 1 AM, quite normal. Oh, okay. I didn't know if it was like you were feeling bad or whatnot. Sounds good, my guy. Thanks for popping in. I appreciate you. I know you're watching from the EU. Yeah, get some rest, my man. Man, I hate some out too. Yo, thanks so much for coming by, Polter. Appreciate you, my man. Yo, keep them 2s rolling, by the way. I love you popping in music over in the Discord. You guys have a good one if you're from EU, man. You like coffee black or you're a creamy kind of man? So I'm the kind of guy that's like, I either like my coffee as bitter as it comes, Tyler, as bitter as it comes, or as sweet as you can get it. I'm not the middle kind of man kind of guy, you know what I mean? It's either gotta be like black, like you could drink it and you can literally feel the anguish of it. You could literally sip and taste the anguish of the soul, kind of black, like bitter as hell. Like that thing used to throw you into like the trenches of a World War II or something, right? The kind of terrible stuff the boys back then drank. You know, it's either gotta be as bitter as it comes, or as sweet as it can be. I can't do middle ground. Coffee with oat milk and similar milk. I haven't had coffee with milk before. I usually put some kind of creamer in there just to make it like super sweet because I don't have any like really bitter stuff. But back in college, I never realized that so much. I like black coffee, like the bitter as it come. I spoke like a true Russian. Dude, maybe that is it. Maybe I'm just trying to like, I'll try to feel what my ancestors, like experience a portion of what my ancestors felt, right? Actually, yes, yeah, I was gonna say for a second, well, none of my family was born in Russia. Actually, a lot of them were from Poland. But I was like, wait, no, historically Poland did get pretty effed up during World War II. So I guess, yeah, no, there must have been somebody out there. Adidas from here. You know, back in the day, back in the good old Communist Union day, or Soviet Union, but like when communism was a thing, apparently like on the sport jacket, like you only could do 1.5 stripes. You couldn't do like 3 stripes. That was only for the luxury, dude. That was only for the rich. Maybe that's how all the rest of the wear Adidas nowadays. Siemens 20p, Chromecast being stupid. Simon, you should be able to change the setting on the stream. If you go to like YouTube and there should be like a cogwheel for like settings, you should be able to adjust it so you could adjust the stream to 1080p. I am streaming 1080p, 60 FPS. If it's 720p, it could be a setting on Chromecast. I don't use a Chromecast myself, so I have no idea. But on YouTube, there usually will be a cog wheel that you can go and change the setting. And you can change it like high quality. So maybe that helps. I don't know. I don't use a Chromecast myself, so I wouldn't know exactly where to look. I would just like to get like, I don't know, somebody who does a lot of guides on YouTube video guides and stuff, for like builds or whatever. Usually I'm like trying to be very, very specific where you can like make adjustments. What the? Oh my god! I think I just played the audio of the last duel and it starts with me laughing. Scared the hell out of me. What the? Oh, we got 144. Let's go. Just save the one. It's a 144, dude. I love how NA duels are keeping up with an EU duels. 144 duels, man. Since A2, I think. Crazy. Crazy. All right, we need one more on our Team Horde boys. We'll be good to go for them 5V5 1v1s. We just need one more bloodthirsty horde join that group. We jump scare yourself with your own voice. Happens too often. You just see me when I'm editing videos, because I have to listen back to my own voice, and if I just get super loud, because what's it on the because I can lower down over on the editing program, but like I don't want to do that because basically if I lower it down in the preview, then I have to raise it back up when I do the final render and all that. So it's just like I kind of just have to listen to the original audio. And sometimes I yell into the mic, but when I do the adjustments, when I apply like whatever the, not too many effects nowadays. A lot of the effects apply to this thing, but I do try to clean up the audio a little bit. When I go back to clean it up, it's actually alright. We need one more, boys. We'll be good to go. 5V5 1v1 duels. Yeah, next time, dude, I'm definitely gonna try to see if I can wake up earlier than what I did today. Today was another one of those. Last night was another one of those kind of late-ish nights. Tonight I have a big project planned, but hopefully it won't be a super late night. Tomorrow is the day off too, so I should be able to catch up with stuff. Just get myself with a Mickey Mouse voice and hear my own video. You do a good Mickey Mouse voice? What the? You got a clip with it? If you want to link that stuff, if you want to share, we got Discord. Only if you want to. Only if you want to. How about the Chromecast so they can just 720 is the highest? Really? What the? Simon, that is I feel like somebody at Google gotta give you a refund or something at that point, man. 720 is the highest. Really? Watch it 1080 at the moment. Yeah, that's kind of weird, man. Maybe it's just the Chromecast being buggy. There's got to be a way, right? There's got to be a way. Is it just my stream, or is it just Chromecast in general, Simon? There's no way, man. Yeah, I don't use a Chromecast, but that just feels like a jip. That feels like a jip at that point. We just need one more, boys, on Team Horde. We'll be good to go. We got Alliance group ready. Yo, anybody on group DJ Flex? If you guys got any friends, you got any boys, you want to join in this duel fun? If you guys got any arena teammates, they're like, yo, I've been popping in these duels. We're trying to see if we can crush the other team. You want to join the 5v5 1v1s? Basically explain to them, it's duels, but you just go in order. 5v5 1v1 style. Kind of like, think like Pokemon style, right? You're only one person plays at a time. But like, once you're in, you can just go and fight as many dudes back to back as you wanna. If you guys got any friends that want to join in, man, more than welcome to, dude. Yo, Chad, dude, I am still in disbelief that Blizzard actually responded back to me with what's it on Twitter, man. I'm still in disbelief. Big thanks to the guys that do the, okay, hold on, I gotta make sure I get the name right. I think it's Chris Hopewell on Twitter, I think. because he's the one who tagged the yeah, Chris Hopeful, Leaka TV on Twitter, Leaka TV. Big thanks to him because he's the one who also tagged the dev Twitter on there, dude. Let's make a boss clip. Yo, do it across the sub promo part. You can post it in the sub promotion part if you wanna, but only if you wanna. But only if you wanna. It's, only if you want to. It's what with a fast range. True. Honestly. Oh, this is you, yeah? Making body wash? Yo, I'll peep it on after the stream, yeah? But if you guys want to peep it, there it is, man. Hell yeah. There it is, boys. I like the title. I like your Discord name, by the way. Trash Boss Mickey. There it is, though. That's so good. Hell yeah. Hold on. Maybe I can play a portion of it while we're waiting.
I'm washing. You know, you gotta scrub these Mickey nuts, you know?
Okay, I'm done.
I don't know how well that caught out. I don't know how well that played out, but there it is, dude. But there it is. But there it is. If you guys want to peep it, well, like it's there it is, dude. Alright, how we doing, boys? Do you boys think we could scrape together one more for the Team Horde, or are we Dunsky for the night? How are you guys feeling? How you boys feeling? Because I feel like I could do one more, dude. I want to do one more. I don't want to end like this, dude. We took us a bit to get an 8 teams rolling. I want to get a +1 in there. This VR chat and that shell. True. Yeah, dude, I haven't seen as many. I used to see clips of VR chat all the time. Way back in the day, dude. Way back in the day. I know my twin still does VR chat on his streams. Running around like a cat girl. But I don't see as many clips of VR chat as often. I used to watch, what's his face? Everybody here watch Jameski? I watch his videos from time to time. Or YouTube recommends me to do this sometimes. Because I'm subscribed to the guy, but it doesn't really show me his videos ever unless I actually go to his channel. But once in a while, he does recommend me to do stuff. And I think he still does VR stuff here and there. Dude, that whole scene is a trip. That's all I could really say. The whole scene is literally a trip. How are we doing, DJ? Do you think we get a +1 in there, boys? I got more fences, really? Hell yeah. Wait, have you been in his vids before? Or just seen him in the game, I guess? Because they go to the public lobbies, don't they? Or do they do private lobbies? I don't really, like, I'm not super experienced in the whole VR chat thing. From, I don't know, except anything from what my twin told me. Yep, yeah. I've seen some of the memes that he's got going on there. They've been pretty fun. Not enough to, like, make me want to jump in on that. But my twin did invite me before. He was like, yo, we should really get into it. I was like, I don't know about it. I've seen them both? Hell yeah, dude. Hell yeah. He seems like a chill, down to earth dude. I haven't watched his streams or anything, so I never, like, you know, interacted with that guy at all, but it seems like a chill dude. In general. I remember watching his, I think it was Gorilla Tag. And destroying his own apartment with it. That guy looks like fun, though. I can totally see somebody just absolutely just demolishing your apartment. You would definitely want to get some plenty of space, plenty of room. Alright, boys, I'm thinking let's do this. Let's give it like 5 more minutes, or maybe somewhere like, you know, 5 or 4 more minutes or something like that. Is there any item level boost in TBC? I have no idea. Is there item level boost in TBC chat? Does anybody know? Like to boost your gear, or like when you're enter content, like is there an item level boost? Level boost. Oh, level boost. Oh, like a service that they could buy level and you boost? I think the only time you could have gotten level boost is when you originally did a pre-purchase of TBC, where they can boost you to level 58. I don't think there's actually any level boost in like outside of that though. I think only when you're first entering to catch up to your friends or whatever. I think it's the only level boost that's in the game. I could be wrong though. I could be wrong. But yeah, let's give it like 5 more minutes, boys. We gotta get one more on Team Horde. But if we got the guy, gonna get the Horde team filled out, then we'll just call it there, because it's about that time for me to get some food. It is about that time, because I've been starving, dude. I've been absolutely just like, my tummy has been absolutely, like, actually pretty miserable. This whole time it's just been eating itself. I guess Rattledge King, yeah, I guess once Rattledge King gets announced, like whenever the pre-order is available, I'm sure they'll have like a version of it, like that comes with a max level upgrade, like a max level boost. I think they said they are guaranteed gonna do that. Nothing. I haven't had anything to do to the AA. That's when my brain has been like so. I've been so scatterbrained when commentating on the duels, man. I just had coffee to get myself a bit of energy, but I was just really getting ready for the stream, man. But yeah, next time I'll definitely make sure to get a bit of food in me before we start, because I'm just so all over the place. Or at least my brain feels all over the place. It's like it's really hard for me to focus on one thing. How can you do it? Dude, I've had a really weird schedule recently. Like I've been up until like some of the videos I've been working on, especially when it's a bigger project. I've been up until like last few days have actually been pretty crazy. Last few like big videos I've worked on, I'm basically up until like 9 in the morning and the video releases at 10. So I like don't sleep, I'm just awake. And I'm streaming later that day. It's been crazy. I've been enjoying just putting in the effort into the vids, right? Just like, sometimes like I just need to do a better job planning, because it's like once you start working later and then working later and then working later, it's not like you're waking up early, right? You're waking up later, and then it's like it just rolls into your schedule really badly. Hope you're fine. I haven't had any food, but otherwise I'm okay. I've enjoyed these duels so far, Nami. How about you, my man? Hope you're having a good one. Duels are putting me at the edge of the seat. Specifically, like, dude, see if I actually popped off on that warrior with an enhancement, and that last duel, dude, absolutely just pops off out of nowhere. Absolutely insane. Actually incredible. And normally it's fun to talk to make your voice those people off and use them in normal voice. That's a bit deeper. Yeah, you got that range though, you know what I mean? When you got that natural range, that's pretty decent. That's pretty cool. Yeah, I can't really do voices. I can do like an old man voice, right? When I get in like that mood. What is it? How do I... As long as I don't forget how to do it. What should I say? Back in my day. It comes out sometimes when I'm like when I'm not trying. It's a lot easier to do when I'm really not trying. Like it's all like back in my day, back in vanilla. Be like a voice I would use with friends or something when talking about like classic WoW and stuff. I had a friend that would always go on like doing this in classic, did not classic. Hit him with a back in my day. It's a lot easier when I'm like not trying. It's a lot harder when I'm like actually trying to do it though. A lot harder. Alrighty, DJ, do you think we're gonna fill out that spot? Do we got anybody, boys? Or are we Dunsky for the night? Looks like we're maybe Dunsky, because Team Alliance 4 out of 5. I'm sure Alliance could easily get a +1. Mythic yet? We are on Lords of Dread. Now classic WoW voice. Back in my day, bro. I think about this band call for today. Alright, Trickster, sound good, my guy. Thanks so much for popping in, man. I appreciate it, dude. I really appreciate it. Thank you so much. Alright, boys, we're gonna call it there. Trickster's group is gonna be calling it. They got all the things they gotta do. DJ, thanks so much for putting a group together, my guy. I really do appreciate your Belcher. Thanks so much for popping in, man. I appreciate you boys joining, man. I really do. Next week, boys, we got them cross-faction gameplay, so it should be a lot of fun. It should be much easier putting groups together, because you can put a group in Alliance or Horde. I might have to make communities for EU and NA and get you guys all to join in if you want to have an easier time finding other members of the community. Join the 5V5 dueling community. And I'm just gonna have to give it like so anybody and everybody can join or something. I don't know. I'm thinking there got to be an easier way in order to be able to invite people, because you can't really do, unless the Blizzard adds like LFG queues, right? When we make a group, you can't really make an LFG custom group like cross faction. So I might just have to make communities and get you guys to join that. 5v5 duels. I think that might be easier putting groups together. I'll think about it. I'll see how to run a community, how to get one up and running, and I think I'll probably do an announcement about it on like Discord or something, and maybe on YouTube, and maybe like if I get it done tomorrow and figure it out tonight, maybe I'll do that. But boys, thank you so much for coming by. Thank you so much for watching, man. We're gonna be calling it here. We got a lot of games out on NA. I wish we were able to do it from start to finish, from like as soon as it started, but next week I'm sure it's going to be easier to get a group together. Next week hopefully we'll get your boy Chill Pills popping in, making a group. Hopefully by then Chicago won't be muted for LFG stuff, because Chicago is just the one making the groups. But Trickster, DJ, Bellator, Lux, boys, thank you so much. I appreciate you guys for putting a group together. Had a lot of fun. I'll see you guys tomorrow. Is a day off. So tomorrow, no stream. We're coming back Monday, finishing up a couple of our alls, and then we're going to be going back to Diablo Immortal. Was good for us. Really? You tried it? Yeah, I haven't given it a try at all. Some people actually been, some friends I know have been playing it, and they're like free to play, and they've been enjoying it. But like, you know, it's got a mixed reception for that game for sure. I haven't given it a try, so I can't really say myself. I've just been busy. And I'm probably going to be busy in the next few days. You enjoy the Call of Discord show, make it my personally? Sounds good, my guy. That could work out. I'm okay with that. But boys, Sunday, day off. Monday, we're coming back, getting some alts done before the week is over. Should be able to have majority of my alts done at this point. I've actually been doing some alts in my free time, and I've been having a lot of fun with it. But yeah, thank you all so much for watching. Hope you guys enjoyed. I'll see you guys Monday. Yeah, Monday. And I got a video I got to work on tonight for a kind of a biggie project. But yeah, thank you all. You guys are wonderful, beautiful. I'll see you boys all next stream. Alrighty, boys. Peace.
Shockwaves with you, gonna move the ocean current till the winds flood what's been burning. I wanna make shockwaves. I wanna make shockwaves with you. And I know I'm only getting higher till it feels like I can walk through fire. And I know I'm only getting higher. Shatters through the ocean.